right. So, hey. This is just a check, double check, triple check. Candle Genius here with Lady Genius. We're getting ready to start JV Boys versus the Central Springs Panthers. We're coming right back with that game here. Game number 1 of 2 tonight. Right after this quick message. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're back, ladies. Hello. Why do I not hear myself?
I don't know. I hear you just fine.
Checkity check. I don't hear myself. That's a problem for me because I love to listen to myself, but I can see my voice coming through. I think I'm okay. America can still hear me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Saints TV. This is a JV Boys. Mr. Room on the mound, number 4. On the mound. He's usually the DH for the varsity. We'll probably see him DHing for the varsity tonight.
Heck yeah.
Candle Genius here with Lady Genius and special guest, Mama Cass, joining us here live for this one. I'm going to do a little bit of behind-the-scenes camera work, so I'm going to let you gals take it from here. You got it.
Well,
Lady Genius knows how to run this camera. What?
Don't forget to announce Joyce.
Who? Somebody on the phone? We don't announce people on the phone on this
thought...
broadcast.
She's talking to her dad.
That's preposterous.
I thought she had her headset on.
We'll get a scoreboard up for you, too, as long as we know that there's someone who's going to run the scoreboard. There might be.
Are we
Ladies, why don't I hear you?
Dragon run the scoreboard? I have no idea what's going on with your... Hello? Jackson Vroom, though, is pitching for us. We've got Landon Younger at catcher. Zach Jensen at first. Hudson Sparrow at second.
Can you hear yourself?
I can hear myself just fine.
Okay.
We have ZHL at short. JT Red Jagger Tritton at third. Looks like Kane Dietrich is hanging out in right for us. Gavin Squire in center and Matty Cleve in left. Did you figure out your problems?
I'm good. Yep. So I'm going to let you take it, including the camera work. I'm going to go work on that extra camera. Okay.
All right. All right. We'll trade seats here. Hey, if you want to get a roster for the Central Springs boys while you're out and about, that'd be great. Playing a little musical chairs up here for just a second. If anyone happens to see Jace, we want to interview him tonight.
I mean, oh, he was just up here.
Maybe just ask him if he can be around between the first and second inning. Oh, wait, we have a lineup. Someone gave us a lineup. This is fantastic.
No, that's Varsity.
Oh, never mind. It's Varsity.
Did you see our JV lineup?
Just kidding.
That right there is JV lineup ours.
Thank you.
All right, number 26 up for Central Springs.
So we do not have their roster.
We're going to call him Pete.
Pete and repeat.
Exactly.
All right, no, Pete fell out. Who is left, Kaz?
That's the first name that came to me.
Repeat.
I think they have their last names. Schmitz?
Let's see if we can find Unbound.
Joyce, can you see that last name? No.
She even has young eyes.
To get out my camera.
There are no rosters for the Panthers on Bound. All right, we'll figure it out, though, so we can help our Central Springs fans hear how their kids are doing. Those of you just joining us, this is the JV game. St. Ansgar Saints against the Central Springs Panthers. Here we have a 3-2 count with 1 out, no one on base. Foul tip. Heads right to the backstop. No one on the scoreboard, running the scoreboard yet for us, but we're going to find somebody.
Man, he was struck out.
Maybe Cass can do
Way
it
to go,
until we...
Jax.
Cass. Until we get going. Yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work, man.
That's right.
Nice job by Jackson Vroom, striking out number 26. It's 2 outs for the Saints. Woo, he just floats one in right there for a sweet strike.
Who do we have for the Saints out here? Oh. I missed part of it
I'll go
when
it
it first
again.
started. So,
It's all
for
right.
those who you may have missed.
We'll say it again. We've got Landon Yinger at catcher. Jackson Vroom is pitching. Let's see how. Ooh, a
Is it
swing
four?
and a miss. Drop third strike. Landon grabs it, throws it to first, and nice job, Saints. That's the end of the top of the first.
You see it start working on its own. It's Chad. So once you see that, then you can just.
Nice job, Saints. All right, we are going to head to a quick commercial break and thank our sponsors for all that they do.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
Watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Saints TV's Be a Saint program is a community-driven initiative dedicated to spreading love and support to neighbours in need in St. Ansgar. By addressing a variety of needs, from financial aid to emotional support, it creates opportunities for individuals and organisations to make a meaningful difference. Every contribution, big or small, helps transform lives and fosters a culture of kindness and generosity.
All right, welcome back. This is the, excuse me, St. Ansgar Saints JV team facing Central Springs Panthers. We are at the bottom of the first inning. That is Landon Yinger, who just hits a nice one to shortstop. Fortunately gets out at first. Nice plays, Central Springs. Up to bat, we have Zaid Shell. With me right now, while Kimba Tsunami is busy saving lives, I have Mama Cass. And we're going to call her Joyce because that's her nickname. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you, thank you. And also heads up, the scoreboard is working.
I'm not sure how to get it back on there. I'll be honest.
Well, then I'm just going to continue in
Yes.
case.
Please do. Till then, I'll just let you guys know it's a 2-0 count.
It's a good thing it's not showing because I was behind one ball. Ooh, nice. Drive down the middle.
Great hit by Zaid Shell, who, per the recent questionnaire, is one of the funniest guys on the team. Not surprised there.
Not surprised.
All right, to bat, we have Maddie Clevenger on deck. Zach Jensen, 1 out for the Saints. And what a gorgeous night for baseball, huh, ladies?
It is beautiful. Isn't it, Joyce?
Mm-hmm.
Joyce, what grade are you going to be in next fall?
8th.
Ooh, you're going to be like the queen of middle school. Ooh, if that would have been straight, that would have been beautiful.
I think the wind took that a little bit. That was a nice hit.
Yeah, just outside third baseline. Well, maybe not just outside. Kind of went all the way to the back.
Oh, and we have a courtesy runner, Henry Steele.
Oh, good eye, good eye. Henry Steele's an 8th grader. He got some nice playing time in the JJV game this morning.
Nice hit.
Yes. All right, up to bat, Zach Jensen. He's a freshman for us. Got runners on first and second with 1 out. Getting a little wind in our mics.
I was going to say, I wonder if they can hear that. I was just thinking that.
No.
Just a gentle summer breeze.
Yes.
Help those baseball players. Maybe not with their bats, but staying cool.
Mm-hmm. 2-1 count for Zach Jensen. Little low. Takes it to a 3-1 count. And Jensen gets a walk to first, which loads up our bases. Bringing up Kane Dietrich to hit for the Saints. Kane is an 8th grader. He's been running a lot of bases for JV and Varsity. He is chasing Drew Powers' record. That is a nice hit to shortstop. Could have been a double play for Central Springs, but little overthrow to second. Allows for Henry and Maddie Clev to run in for 2 scores. And now we have runners at first and third with Gavin Squire up to bat. By the way, all of the baseball boys have filled out a Saints TV questionnaire.
I'm so excited to listen to this.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be fun. We had a bunch of questions, most likely questions.
I can only imagine the answers.
Well, they had to pick somebody from their team who was most likely to be a viral TikTok star, become a millionaire some year, who would be most likely to eat food off the ground, things like that.
I almost want to participate just to see if I'm right.
I bet you could kind of guess it. Some of them were surprising. We'll be revealing some of those questions, or the answers to some of those questions, over the next few weeks of baseball.
I will be sure to tune in.
Yeah. All right, Gavin has a 3-1 count. We have 1 out and 2 runs. Saints lead 2-0. All right, up to bat, Jager Tritton. Got Gavin Squire on first. Kane Dietrich on second, and Zach Jensen on third. A nice hit to short.
Oh, overthrown.
Gavin gets out at second. Ball gets thrown over first baseman's head, which allows for Jagger to end up at second base, and we score 3 more runs, actually.
So it is now 4-0.
All right, Hudson, spare up to bat. Pitch is a little low. Jagger runs to third. Steals third. Ball gets overthrown at third, and he jogs in for another run. Nice job, Saints. We have Kirby Moses in the Bros Nest with us tonight. He's going to be commentating the varsity game.
Ooh, Hudson's safe.
Safe. There was something right here, but it's gone now. All right, Hudson leads off. Got Griffin Brom up to bat. Landon Yeager on deck. Nice hit by Griffin Brom. Excuse me, I have got a tickle in my throat. Right in front of the center fielder, and he gets a single. All right, Saints.
We are attempting to get the scoreboard up for you guys.
Candle Genius keeps sending us texts, and we have no idea what they mean. I don't know what scene means. Do you? I have no idea. Nice hit by Landon Yeager. Heads to second base. And the first inning is over. No. Well, we're just going to wait till
Yep, we
Candle
are just gonna
Genius
wait.
gets here. Otherwise, we're going to ruin this whole stream. So, all right. First inning done for the Saints. They are up 5-0. Pretty good first inning, I would say. We're going to head to our commercials, and we'll be right back.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
Watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Saints TV's Be a Saint program is a community-driven initiative dedicated to spreading love and support to neighbours in need in St. Ansgar. by addressing.
All right, welcome back. This is the JV St. Ansgar versus Central Springs game at the Tradition Field. And we have a surprise for you. We have Jay Shwesaw joining us, and Kemo Tsunami is done saving lives for the day and has come back to the stream. Welcome, both of you.
Thank you.
Jace, how you doing?
Good.
Good. Thanks for joining us for a little bit. Tell us a little bit about, so you just graduated.
Yep.
Yep, valedictorian.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, man. That's a lot of hard work.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's super awesome.
Man, you're
So,
amazing.
yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself, Jay.
There's not much going on right now, so a lot of baseball.
Who are your parents?
Mr. S and Mrs. S.
All right. And your sister, Little S, I called her. That was the nickname I gave her. She helped me today during the JJV game. I was very grateful. What are you planning to do after in the fall here?
Plan to go to a community college at Ellsworth and play baseball.
Yeah, are you pitching, playing short? What are you doing?
I think I'll go for pitching, but if they want me to hit, then I'll probably hit too. I think my first choice would probably be just pitching, though.
Yeah. Well, that'll be fun to see how that goes for you. By the way, I don't want to give away any secrets, but we had you guys fill out that little questionnaire, and you may or may not have been the winner of most likely to be in the MLB someday.
Oh, really?
That's
good. That's
really
good.
not surprising one bit. So,
Oh, I love it. That's awesome.
do you know what you want to go to school for yet?
Yeah, I think I'm going to do some kind of engineering, but I think I'm going to go the computer science, electrical route.
Gotcha.
So I think the first year is just going to be or the first 2 years at JUCO is just going to be kind of figuring out what I want to do. And then once I transfer from there, I'll go to a 4-year, and then I think that's where I'll actually decide what I actually want to do in the end.
Well, that sounds like a great plan. Engineers make good money. You're going to have a good life ahead of you, Jace.
Yep.
MLB and engineer? Millionaire.
That might be a little much.
Probably just pick one.
Maybe you can be like a baseball engineer.
Maybe. I was thinking about that too. There's actually biomedical engineers that would design catching helmets and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. That would be really cool.
So you can actually kind of there's a lot of different jobs I think that you can find, but it kind of depends on the area that you're in.
Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, when you're in the MLB, you'll have so many connections. You can utilize that degree and just, we'll be like, we knew you when. We knew that Jace kid, that J-man.
I know. We've known him since he was 4 years old.
Oh, man.
What's the thing you're going to miss most about baseball after this season?
I'd say just with the high schoolers, I think it won't be the same. I've just grown up with these guys since I've been 4 or 5, and I've just been every year it's just been baseball. So missing having to play with all the guys I've been with is just going to be a little hard, I think.
Well, and you were on the OG Bandits team.
Mm-hmm.
We asked Gus what he thought when that team got put together. What were your thoughts initially?
Well, I thought it was going to be fun. I didn't think we were going to win as many games as we did, that's for sure. But once we got rolling after the first few years, then it just kind of stuff started to click. Everybody started to enjoy it, and I think the best parts was probably the hotels and just hanging out with the families after anyway.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun, wasn't it? We also asked Gus, when you threw that final pitch and you knew you were going to state, beating Newman, what were your thoughts? What was going through your head?
Not much. I was just trying to go pitch.
Were you scared to death?
No, for some reason we showed up to the ballpark that day, and I feel like everyone kind of knew that we were going to win. I think we've gotten beat by Newman so many times, and then we showed up that night, and we were in a couple close ball games with them before, and I think having that confidence really helped us win the game anyway.
I would agree. I don't feel like anybody seemed overly nervous that day.
No, I think even as parents, it was funny because beforehand we were all at a pizza place or whatever and hanging out. Or not pizza, but we had pizza. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And we all just looked at each other and we're like, we feel really good about tonight. It's the weirdest feeling. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess we all just knew. It was meant to be. But, yeah, Gus said when it ended for him, he looked at Max Spielin, and Max threw his helmet up in the air. So he threw his hat or helmet or whatever up in the air. And then they saw Tate and you hug, and Ryan Hackbert knock you two over and have the best dog pile ever.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. Well, hey, just just to catch up on the game, Jackson Vroom just pitched another amazing inning. They're kind of up and down, and now we're heading into the bottom of the second, and our score is 5-0. We need to. Are we going to do it right now, or are we going to wait to the bottom of this inning to do the Oreo challenge? What do you think?
Should we do it really quick? Because these guys probably want to get focused on the game. So,
you up for this, Jace?
What is it? Is it the one where you sit it on your face and try to?
Yeah, you have to try and beat Joe Clev because he's the winner so far.
Joe Clev is here, man.
How fast did he do it?
I have it in my phone. Like
39.
a minute 32 or something like that.
Yeah.
Let me look.
What, you put it on your forehead and have to make it go all the way down?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
I feel like we're going to take away from the game if we do it right now. How do you feel about it? Do you think you'll be ready for the game if we wait till the bottom of the second inning?
Yeah.
You think so? Okay.
That'd be fun.
Joe, we're going to wait till the bottom of the second. Okay. We don't want to take anything away from these kids or the viewers.
If you have anything to add to this inning, go ahead and say it, Jay.
Is there any, who's all watching? Is there a lot of viewers right now?
Well, I'm not sure how to tell from there, but we can
I think
look
there's
online.
a way to...
There is. There is a way. By the way, just for you at home, score is 5-0 as we head into the bottom of the second. This is Zaid Shell up to bat. Number 3 for some. Ooh, nice hit. Go ahead and commentate for us, Jay, if you would. You know baseball way better than us. I've noticed when I have the young boys here, they use all kinds of terminology and adjectives that I wouldn't know.
Like what?
I don't know. They have fun words for like different hits and yeah, I never played baseball or softball, so I don't have this terminology.
Yeah.
So Eric's here, or Candle Genius has arrived. Hopefully we can get the scoreboard up now.
Oh man, we got a JV roster for the Panthers. That's
Ooh,
good.
Thank you, Candle Genius. Ooh, Maddie Clev is up to bat.
I'm pretty sure some of these guys are going to play in the varsity game.
The Central Springs roster, you mean?
Yeah. The JJV one, or the JV one.
Yep.
Oh, what's going on? Something's wrong with it. There it is. Whoa, was that the score? Jeez.
So it looks like number 3 is pitching for the Panthers, and that is Brooke Birding.
I feel like there's a long line of Birdings in Manly, Central Springs. I know there were a few when I was going to school. Ooh, Henry Steele's second. He got 1 vote for being fastest kid on the team.
Who got all the rest of them, Dan?
Well, you might guess.
Did you get everybody to turn that in?
Yeah, I did.
Good.
We'll have to do a fun little announcement of everything at some point.
Who won the billionaire one?
Ooh, I'd have to look. I can't remember. It might have been Maddie Clev, maybe.
Oh, man.
Maybe Maddie Clev.
I did not agree with that.
Why is that?
I don't know. Maddie Clev just didn't strike me for making a lot of money.
Is he a big spender?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Sometimes you have to spend money to make money, though. So
not when you're spending on like PS5 games and stuff like that. You're not making a whole lot of money.
Well, you kind of cheated. I'm calling you out, Jace.
I saw all his answers as well.
So Dan couldn't be most likely for everything, Jay.
He was.
Is he really?
No.
Kane Dietrich hits a nice one. Ends up at first base.
I'm pretty sure I was pitching the night you had me filled out, so I was locked in.
Oh, sure. I
That's legit.
can understand that.
That's legit, Jay.
I filled out the front side right, and then the second side is...
I should find it. Let's see what your. This would be a good chance to go over your questions and your answers. Be kind of fun.
We got Gavin Squire up to bat.
Gavin Squire got a couple of varsity at-bats the other day, which is good. Yeah, he's kind of starting to be one of our outfielders in the rotation since Riker went down.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job filling in, isn't he?
Is Riker 100% back tonight?
He's been doing therapy on his ankle, but I think that he'll be good to go by tonight.
Awesome.
May I say what your favorite Bandits memory is?
Yeah, I can't remember.
You wrote when Lonnie...
Is this something with bananas?
No. Did you? It is not. When Lonnie broke the hotel bed.
I do remember that.
Oh gosh, I almost wrote down in the questionnaire like who was the loudest dad and which Bandit's mom danced the best.
How would you answer that question?
Loudest dad? Like in the stands or?
Well, Lonnie. I think Lonnie would have just won.
Lonnie probably would have won.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know about the mom one though.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't remember any dancing.
There wasn't a lot of dancing.
It was all annoyingly sitting by fires and stuff like that.
There's a lot of game playing and a lot of spoons.
Well, Cass was she's pretty loud in the game thing. So.
Oh my gosh. Oh, if you could have any superpower, it'd be to have a knuckleball?
No, remote control ball.
It just says knuckleball.
Oh, I might have said that too. But if you can control a knuckleball, nobody can hit it. But I was thinking I was going to put remote control ball, but then it was just too much. So then I just put knuckleball. Because knuckleball's the best pitch in the game.
What makes it the best pitch in the game?
Nobody can hit it.
Really? So you're going to have that thing mastered by the end of next year?
No, it's really hard to throw.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't doubt you at all, Jay. I think if you put your mind to something, you're going to accomplish it, for sure. So do you just never eat in the dugout?
What?
You put strangest food and you said nothing. Locked in.
I normally not. I normally don't eat in the dugout before games.
Probably smart. Who knows the germs that are in that dugout?
I normally just eat like seeds or something.
Yeah.
But me and Moy this year did do Mentos, so you could actually put Mentos down. Because I would always buy him a pack of Mentos before every game.
What? The mint ones or the...
Not the mint ones. Those are terrible.
Oh my gosh.
I only eat the fruit ones. Strawberry or just the all fruit.
Those are good, yes.
Jagger Tritton gets hit by pitch.
I like the strawberry though. I was always amused by if you eat Mentos and then you have Coke, and I looked it up. It says that you'll just explode.
For real?
I looked it up. So.
Haven't you ever done that?
Oh yeah. But I guess it makes sense. I mean, I can't see that you would actually
like
explode.
Coke and Mentos.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
No, I'm sure it has happened. We got Hudson Sparrow up to bat. JT Red on first.
Because I tried to
Gavin
build
Square on second.
I tried to build a rocket one time with Mentos and Coke. It didn't work very well. But
We did it. It went up to when we lived in town. We put it outside the boys' bedroom, and it went all the way up to the second-story window.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. The funniest thing you've ever seen or heard from the dugout during a game. Seth Catface. What does this mean?
Like 2 years ago when they put eye black on him and then they put whiskers on him and they put like a little black nose on him. And then they put like a little leash around him and then he was like a cat. I think there's a picture on the EJ thing.
Nice hit
Hudson,
by...
nice.
Go ahead, Jay.
Gets to right field. Hudson rounds. Huddy's got really, really good hands. A lot of our guys don't have a lot of power, but they're mainly hands. I think that's a lot of the difference between a lot of schools and ours is when we teach approach, our approach is mainly we spread our feet out and we don't really use our body to use the power as much as other teams do. So we're going to be more making contact and more efficient at the plate than people that hit it really hard and just get doubles all the time.
So when Coach S yells, hands, hands, that's what he's referencing? Just your form of hitting?
So a lot of it, like if you watch it, like Gritty is like a pretty good example. If you watch his body, a lot of the teams that try to hit it really, really hard will move their body one way and then they'll move it to the front to get momentum to hit the ball. But here, he'll spread his feet out and he'll just use his hands when he swings.
Or get hit by a pitch.
Or get hit by a pitch.
I was just about to zoom in so we could see that example.
For high school, it's a lot more efficient because you don't have guys that can make as many plays. But once you get into like college and like the higher level of high school, then you gotta hit hard. Otherwise, people are just gonna make the routine plays. So like Lando here, he's probably the same way. He spreads his feet out. I think he uses a little more momentum, but not as much. Because a lot of the teams will have the leg kick and they'll move their momentum forward. See how he was kind of spread out? A lot of wind.
Well, thanks for that education, Jace.
That was good.
I feel like I just learned a lot right there. All right, we're going to turn the camera around. We got Joe Clev here.
Thanks for joining us, Jay.
Megan, would you do me a favor and just hold the Oreos? Can you do that? All right, so...
Jay, can you give me
Jay, let's turn the camera around here. I think I can turn it around. Here we go. Meow. Forgive me, I've not had much control over the camera. We're going to see if we can zoom into these two guys. Okay, so Kim's got the timer.
Do you want me to hold the camera?
Yeah, then I can handle the camera. Okay. All right, so the rules are you put the Oreo on your head. You can only move it using your facial muscles, and whoever gets it into their mouth first is the winner. Joe Clev, last time, won with the time of, what did we say?
139.
139.
32 or something like that.
Yeah, so that's the time to beat. All right.
Or
Ready?
are we just saying whoever wins moves on to the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So
All right. Ready, guys? Go.
Yep, gotta keep going. Megan has new Oreos. Megan has new Oreos for you if you drop it on the floor.
Everybody gets it right down by their mouth, and then it just tumbles.
Oh, Jace has an interest. He got it between his eyes first. Oh, Joe's got the...
Oh.
Oh, Jay's
that
trying
was
to
a good
jump
try
it.
right there. Yes.
I think Joe... Oh, man. All right, the game is back on. We got to let Megan get back to her stats. Jackson Vroom is pitching for us. Landon Yinger is at catcher. We'll get back to it here in just a second. As soon as one of these boys get the
Jay's
Oreo.
so close.
Joe's almost got it. What time are we at here, Kim?
131.
Oh my gosh.
Jenna has the other ones.
We might have to do a... Jay says he's giving up.
done.
He's just going to enjoy his Oreo. Joe Clev still is the defending champion at this point because Jay conceded. So, all right, we're going to head back to the game. Oops, got to go the other way. I'm just going to push number 1. That'll take us right where we need to be. Okay. Well, we passed the mark from last time, and no one got the Oreo in their mouth. I guess they're going to keep practicing. Seth Schatz told me that he's been practicing.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So when we get to the juniors, he's all ready to go.
I know we got to get these senior girls in this, but it keeps sounding like they're going to tell us no.
Oh, we're going to get them in there. We might even have to get them in, like, this game. I don't know. Because, like, we don't have a ton of home games left.
We don't. We could do it after the game.
Oh, after the JV game?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you hear that, Megan and Ella? They're smiling like they're not sure. All right.
Anyway, we missed the first 2 outs, and I apologize for that. I saw the second out was a grounder to Zaid over to Zach at first, but I missed the first out, so I apologize. Score is 8-0 Saints.
I feel like they had, like, the fastest ever time between between innings or whatever.
They really did.
Yeah. I mean, we started that game right away. That was less than 2 minutes. Man.
No messing around.
No
Jackson's
messing around.
ready to go. Forgot that we had the Central Springs roster. So this is number 6, who is Breck Lutz.
That's varsity.
Oh.
This says JV.
Yeah, we've got both. So
Can
we're
we
good.
turn this one off?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it. Sorry. Foul ball.
Looks like in outfield we still have Kane Dietrich in right, Gavin Squire in center, and Matt Clevenger in left. Don't see any other position changes. Thanks to those at home who allowed us to have a little fun there. Talking with Jay Streesaw, senior at St. Ansgar. Nice job, Jackson Vroom, striking out number 6 to end the top of the third. Way to go. He's having a great night of pitching. All right, we're going to head to a commercial break and thank our sponsors who are amazing, and we will be right back at the bottom of the third inning.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider committed to you in North Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Welcome back. We are watching the JV St. Ansgar Saints versus Central Spring Panthers baseball game on a beautiful Tuesday night at the Tradition Field in St. Ansgar. Score currently is 8-0. We are currently in the bottom of the third inning. With us today is Kimba Soname, Lady Genius, and Candle Genius is sitting here. Oh. A little bit of a collision. The Central Springs pitcher and catcher. Thankfully, nobody's hurt. And they were able to hold on to the ball. So that's our first out.
We're going to try and call out all the Panthers numbers here quick.
Perfect.
Since we have this. Number 3 is still pitching, Brooke Birding.
Do you want me to say the numbers and you can just
Yes.
say who they are? All right, let's see. 23 is at first base.
Braylon Bull.
Oh my gosh, they're not turning. I can't see their numbers. Looks like 10 is in 10. Number 2 is second.
Colton Levan.
I'm I'm sorry. I offered to say the numbers, and they're
No,
really
it's
hard to read
hard.
on the front
It
of their
is.
jerseys.
I'm pretty sure shortstop is number 27. That's Isaiah Presby.
Okay. We kind of just need them to turn around for us.
I know.
Matt Clevenger does a drop third strike, and he gets out at first. Okay, let's see. Third baseman is going to be running back to his base. I think it might be number 13. It is number 13.
Tate Wymore.
Looks like number 10 in right field.
That's Aiden Cervantes. We got Zach Jensen up at the plate.
It's a nice combination of his name. He hits a foul ball outside of the third baseline. On deck, we have Kane Dietrich. No one on base, 2 outs, 1-1 count.
Another foul ball.
So Zach Jensen was voted third most likely to pick up a 4-foot snake and remove it from the field, which tells us he either really likes animals or he's not afraid of anything.
Mm-hmm. That's a good skill to have.
It is. That's a great hit. Left field, he rounds first. Keeps going after the left fielder fumbles it a little bit. And he gets we're going to call it a double.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Is our speedometer, is our pitch tracker supposed to be working?
We have Kane Dietrich up to bat. Kane Dietrich has been playing a lot of JV and varsity for us, running bases, because he's super fast. I'd love to know what his 50-yard dash time would be. Do they still do that in school?
I don't think they do yards anymore, Jan.
Or
It's all
feet?
meters.
Or meters, yeah. Well, didn't we call it the 50-yard dash?
Back in the day.
Back in the day. OG. Back in the 1900s.
Back in the 1900s, we had to use yards.
Oh, my gosh. So, Kane here is an 8th grader. And so one of the questions on the questionnaire was their favorite or their funniest Saints baseball memory. And he said, watching the boys play in state.
That's sweet.
That's pretty awesome he was there.
Yes.
And now he probably dreams of making it to state himself. That's pretty cool. He also went to state baseball for when he was in Bandits.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Strangest food he's ever eaten in the dugout is a hot dog.
Yep. They're really, I thought I'd find stranger things, but
Yeah.
as we talk about it, there's nothing too outrageous. I was thinking maybe I have no idea what I was thinking, but they're boys, so you just don't know.
Right, yeah, they always just had a certain food that they had to have before they played, but apparently nobody does. Kane gets hit by a pitch. Gavin pops out to end the inning. Still 8-0 Saints. Going into the top of the 4th.
Fantastic. Great game for the JV Saints so far. We're going to head to commercial break, and we will be right back.
Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving butter.
All right, welcome back to Tradition Field, where we have the St. Ansgar JV team playing Central Springs. We have Jackson Vroom up to bat. Landon Yinger still at catcher. I believe everyone is still where they've been. Who is this?
Sorry. I was going to say they were calling that a hit by pitch. That was number 27, Isaiah Presby.
Isn't it so nice? I got a printed roster from Varsity this morning, too.
Nice.
So much nicer when we don't have to try to read handwriting.
Right. Or sometimes they just have their last name or first name.
Ooh, we have a foul pop out. Zach Jensen gets underneath it and gets it out. Nice job, Zach.
That was number 2 up to bat, by the way, who is Colton Levan. I believe he's related to the Levans from St. Ansgar.
Yes, I believe he is. I think it's their nephew, actually.
I think so, too.
So Jackson Vroom has been voted as one of the funniest kids on the team.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. He got a lot of votes for lots of different reasons, actually. He also got a lot of votes for most likely to lose their phone. I'm sure his mom won't be surprised by that. He said, of course, his favorite Saints baseball memory was beating Newman to go to state. And if he could have any baseball-related superpower, it would be to hit a home run every time.
That would be pretty much amazing.
Yeah, that would be nice throw by Landon Yinger to second to Hudson Sparrow, but they just didn't get there in time. Nice idea, though. He said his most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to him on the baseball field is that he slung the ball. What do you think that means? Slung the ball.
I have no idea what that would mean.
We're going to have to interview him and ask him, I guess. And this is interesting because he's pitching tonight. If he could invent a new type of pitch, he would name it the rattlesnake, and it would go in a full circle.
Oh, that would be sweet.
That would be
yeah.
cool. I think you should just try it and see what happens. I don't even know how you would throw that. But
I don't know. Could you? I don't think you could. Like, he means like a full circle.
Uh-huh.
That would take some talent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not even sure, like, how you'd have to move your wrist to do that. We should try it sometime to see if we can get it to happen.
I'm sure we can do it.
We're pretty good. That'd be us pulling our Thelma Louise. Our Thelma Louise personality's coming out.
Oh, for sure. I used to say something about a thumb. I'd be like, yeah, I'd probably injure my thumb.
Central Springs has a runner on second, trying to head to third right now. Ooh, pop. Oh, Jackson Vroom just misses the ball that was popped up towards his direction.
Still gets him out at first.
Ooh. Oh, man, I thought they had him at third, but he is called safe.
That was number 13 up to bat, by the way, who was Tate Wymore. Now we got number 23, Braylon Bull. 2 outs. Runner on third.
As a deep fly ball to left field. Sun gets it, Matty Clives out. You could see he just kind of like flinched at the end. Like he couldn't take it anymore. Ball gets dropped. Runner makes it to second. Yeah, it's a tough kind of time of day for kids out in the outfield. The sun's kind of intense right now.
It is bright.
Ball is hit to short. Nice throw to first, and the Saints get out of this one. Looks like the score is 8-1. Saints in the lead. We're going to take a little break, and we will be right back.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider committed to you in North Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Welcome back, everybody. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning. 8-1 Saints. We got number 14, JT Red, up to bat.
I'd love that nickname for him.
I do too. Hits it to the third baseman who bobbles it. And then there was an overthrow. JT ends up on second. Number 3 is still pitching for the Panthers. Brooke Birding.
Hudson Sparrow up to bat. He's got a new arm sleeve. It's serving him well.
He looks good in it.
He pitched for the JJV game this morning. I think he had 5 or 6 strikeouts.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. The JJV team played Forest City this morning, 2 games, and won both of them, so that was awesome.
That is wonderful news.
Mm-hmm. Got a lot of young talent coming up. Got years and years of good baseball ahead of us, I think, here in St. Ansgar. Geez, JT is on third already.
Yeah, I missed that, how he got there. He must have just stole.
He's so little, you just don't see. He just zooms.
He's also very quick.
Yes.
1-2 count for Huddy.
I know his older brother's been working with him on how he's batting.
Okay.
Bringing all his college skills with him.
That's
college
that's
knowledge.
wonderful.
It's nice. He can share his baseball knowledge, and Hudson can share his golf knowledge with his older brother. Then it's a win-win, you know?
That is wonderful.
No one has to get mad.
Do they listen to each other?
They do when it comes to that. Yeah.
Carson didn't used to listen to, like, maybe even 3 weeks ago, he'd be like, yeah, he thinks he's so good at golf. And then they go out to golf and Hudson just crushes him.
Yeah, I think he's learned to respect his brother a little bit.
Okay, so this is, if you're out there watching the JV game, like, you're kind of getting a sneak peek of something we're ready to unveil for the varsity game. It's called the Debbie Cam. You know what Little Debbie is? Little Debbie tells us what speed they're pitching. So take a look at this. Next pitch, we're going to show you the Debbie Cam.
Ooh, this is exciting.
It's right there. You literally just push that button, and it just shows you the Debometer.
All right.
Debometer, I like
yep,
that.
so we'll watch. We'll see if we can get it. It's a little shaky because the camera's on a fence that people are rattling and the wind is blowing and such. So boom. Oh, what was the speed of that? Debometer. 63 miles per hour, Little Debbie. And if you're watching from home, that is actually the very Little Debbie who donated her mirror so that we could keep a track of these things.
That
Thanks,
was
Little Debbie.
so nice of her.
Isn't she great? I'm not sure she knows
wonderful.
she did it. She's still wondering where her lost mirror is.
Fritzalicious, I think you're in trouble.
Huddy walks, by the way.
And now he runs to second.
We got Griffin Brum up to bat.
Who, per Jace, we saw, has very good hands.
He does. I'm not sure I understood anything he was trying to tell us, but he definitely knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, it sure does. I know Carson tries to explain things to me. Like he's also like Jace. He can see like every motion the kid is making while they're swinging, and I'm like, and he just breaks it down. It's crazy to me. All right, Saints has runners on second and third. We have Griffin Brum at bat. And Landon Yinger on deck. There are no outs. Saints lead 8-1.
Ball 4. Bases are loaded.
It's a good position to be. I hope we're in this position tonight. 0 outs, bases loaded. I like it. Let's do this at Newman too. Don't you think?
Yes, that's a great place to do that.
I don't know if you know this, but so Tony Schnabel last year hit a home run on his mom's birthday. Well, his little brother's birthday, Isaac, his brother's birthday is on Friday. And we were thinking, like, that'd be nice if he hit a home run for his brother.
Oh, for
his
sure.
birthday, right?
You might as well.
Yeah, and then he told me today that his dad's birthday is June 23rd, so I'm not sure what day of the week that is or who we play. But, I mean, he might as well just...
Absolutely.
By the way, most likely to hit a home run, we had several big contenders. Mason Beeland was one of them. He got a lot of votes because he's been hitting some nice, deep balls to the outfield. That'd be pretty cool if Mason got a home
That would
run.
be cool. He would be ecstatic about that.
He sure would. Let's see who are the top 3 most likely to hit a home run this year. Mason, Jace, Tony. Those are the big ones.
Fly ball to center field, caught. JT was going to tag up and then did not go. That was a short ball, so those are hard.
Be hard to steal home for sure. Mm-hmm.
1 out. It's Sage Shell up to bat.
Today when I was commentating with Slammin' Sammy P, he suggested that we do an off-camera, or not off-camera, but what did they call that? When they did like interviews outside of the game with kids. Ooh, nice hit by Zaid Shell. Falls right in front of the right fielder. That brings in JT. Hudson thought about it, but was held back. So we still have bases loaded with Matt Clevenger up to bat. But anyway, Slammin' Sammy P thought we should do like not during the game, but another time where we present the words for all of these most likely winners. Yeah, we could buy those little dollar trophy things.
Oh, for sure. Yes.
Make a big deal, like it's the Academy Awards or something.
Yes.
That'd be kind of fun.
Looks like we're going to have a pitching change here.
We were going to interview Miss Megan and Ella, but after the game, hopefully we can make that happen.
Yes, we should. They need their credit. They've done a lot of work over these last several years.
They
I
sure
think this
have.
is Megan's 6th summer doing this.
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry, 5th.
official.
Do a 5 officially.
But you were
Officially.
doing it the year before, and we count that. 6 for sure, Megan. Give yourself the credit you deserve.
That's right. Oh, we've got Henry Steele doing the fairy on first base.
Got number 23 pitching now. Braylon Bull.
You know, I just realized, Kim, I need to do a huge apology for to our viewers, because when Candle Genius keeps coming and going, when he leaves, I'm not realizing I'm supposed to take over the cameras. So any of these hits that are going to outfield, we have not been getting those on camera, and I'm really, really sorry to our viewers for that. We're gonna do better though.
This is just our first year. And possibly our last.
We're going to do really... It is not possibly our last. What are you talking about? You think we're going to get fired?
Oh, heck no. Who's going to fire us?
Are you going to leave me?
I might.
Oh my gosh. She has made it official on Saints
I have
TV.
not made it official.
She's threatened officially. Why would you leave? This is just too much fun.
You can't ask me those questions on air.
You should have lied then.
I should have. I'm not leaving you, Shannon. I promise.
Oh my gosh. All right, we have bases loaded. I'm about to cry. And our score is 9-1. Matt Clevenger up to bat. We have Henry Steele on first base. Griffin Brum on second base. Hudson Sparrow on third base. And one out.
That did kind of look like that kid was going to catch that for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
But then it bounced in front of him.
Yep.
Anyway, RBI for
Maddie Cleve.
Maddie Cleve. Hudson Sparrow crosses the plate.
And now we have Zach Jensen up to bat.
The base.
The base. Runners on second and third, 2 outs. Score is 10-1. Oh, 1 count.
Base up, hit up the middle. We'll bring in 2. And Zach advances on the throw to second.
Henry gets a round of high fives in the dugout. As does Griffin Brum. We got a good dugout, don't we?
We do. We have a lot of kids who are happy for a lot of other kids.
That's for sure. All right, Kane Dietrich up to bat. He's an 8th grader who's been running a lot of bases for us on the varsity team.
Two-0 count to start here. Shannon's frustrated with herself here.
I apparently can only do one thing at a time. Can't run the camera and look at questionnaires, apparently.
Foul ball, 2-2 count. Oh, nice hit up the middle for Kane Dietrich. Will score Zach Jensen. Very nice hit. Now we got Gavin Squire up to bat.
He's swapping out bats. Pink, it must be his color tonight.
Oh, yeah, it's his signature color. Pink is my signature color. What movie is that from, Janet?
Oh, my gosh. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh,
what's the answer? Because this is amazing.
Steel Magnolias.
There you go. There you go.
Which is such a good movie.
It is a good movie.
Kane Dietrich steals the second base. Oh, 2 count here for Gavin. 2 outs.
Gavin says strangest food he's ever eaten in the dugout. Double-decker Krabby Patty Gummy.
Double decker. I didn't even know they made that. Or did he make his own double
I'm
decker?
guessing he made his own. All right, Gavin strikes out. That ends the 5th inning. Looks like they're heading out. Or are we shaking it up? What's happening? There's a little hesitation.
Oh, good. We're going to play another inning.
Oh, there we go.
Awesome.
Okay, well, we will head to commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
And we're back.
We might try this new Debbie button.
Yeah, let's do it.
65-mile-an-hour pitch. Oh, it has her face on it. Did you see that?
I didn't. Do it again.
Oops. Shoot. That's too much fun.
Number 18 has a base hit up the middle, Garrett Williamson. Now we got number 10 up to bat, Aiden Cervantes.
And it looks like everyone who has been playing first and out or infield and outfield are in the same positions. This will be fun. We've got this new little Debbie cam button.
Yeah, what was that one?
56.
That was a good pitch right there.
I'm gonna
change
go,
up, whatever they call it.
I was just gonna say change up.
Those are tricky.
I was telling Slamming Sammy P or whatever his name is, that the only pitch I can call is a fastball and a change up. That's all I could. I can't see the curveball. Can you see it?
I have to be right behind the plate.
Yeah,
and then even then, I don't know if I know what I'm looking at.
Right.
So.
It's crazy. I don't know how people see curveballs from up here.
Yeah, I know. Good job there. That was a good pitch, Jackson. Struck him out looking.
You'll have to maybe talk me through that. How many strikeouts does Jackson have? I feel like he has a lot. Thank goodness we have these stat girls.
Did they hear you?
I feel like they're looking. Are they looking?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't think so.
They're trying to work on something else, it looks like. Oh, well. I'm going to say he's at 5. What do you think?
That sounds good. So I'm not sure who this is up to bat because I can never see their number.
Ooh, he has 7.
He has 8. Oh, just kidding. Apparently he doesn't yet. I also.
That's pretty awesome in one game to have 7 strikeouts. Nice job, buddy.
He's doing really well.
So apparently, one of the questions on the questionnaire was, what's the weirdest superstition that they have on the baseball team?
Mm-hmm.
And I think the boys think this is a superstition, but I think it's just about maintaining the field. But they said about not running when they're coming in off the field.
Mm-hmm.
They're not supposed to run on the infield grass.
Yep, and they don't do that, do they?
Nice catch by Zaid Shell.
The first base runner, I think, thought there were 2 outs, and there was not.
Yep. Oh, and we're shaking it up. That's the game. Saints win 13-1. Nice job, JV Saints. Stick around. We'll be streaming the varsity game here with Candle Genius, Fritzalicious, and Mo. I think they call him Mo.
Always have called him Mo.
Oh, wait, though. We were going to
yeah.
interview Megan and Ella.
Yeah. Maybe we should go to a quick commercial break, let the girls get settled, and then we'll interview them really quick.
That sounds like a great plan.
Let's do it.
Don't go anywhere.
Okay.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider committed to you in North Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving butter.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
Every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
Thank you, Patterson Seed and St. Ansgar, for your generous contributions to Saints TV. For more information on how Patterson Seed can help you get higher yields, contact Mike Patterson at mike@pattersonseed.com.
The Mitchell County Substance Abuse Coalition creates awareness of the impact of substance abuse and encourages change through collaborative prevention efforts. MCSAC meets on the fourth Tuesday of each month at 4 p.m. at the Mitchell County Courthouse in Osage. We are looking for new members to join the coalition to work together to build healthy communities within Mitchell County.
Vaccinated not only protects one person from getting sick, but it also helps to prevent spreading the disease to others. Call Mitchell County Public Health at 641-832-3500 for all of your vaccination needs.
You know, the EJ has an app available to download in your app store for free. We can't wait to hear how you like it. Search Enterprise Journal and look for our logo.
All right, welcome back. You guys are going to get a treat today for two reasons. Number one, we don't normally let you watch the field and what happens in between games, and this will be pretty fun. Number two, and the biggest treat, is that we have Megan Sauls and Ella Faye joining us for a quick interview. These girls are both seniors. They just graduated from high school. And we're just really excited to interview them and see what they're doing with their futures. And we'll be playing a little game with them, too, because why not, right?
Yep,
have
it's
a little
gonna be
fun.
good.
So first, Megan Sauls, tell us who your parents are, what your plans are after college, and how many years you've been managing Saints baseball.
My parents are Dennis and Lori Sauls, and I'm going to go to Nyack for the start of elementary ed and then finish at UNI. And I've been managing for 5 years.
How many years have you actually been doing books for the Saints, though?
5. That's officially.
That's officially. How about if we include unofficially?
I don't know, since my brothers were in baseball.
So maybe since you were like 8.
Probably.
That's awesome.
So I think that takes her to expert status.
Oh,
don't you
for
think,
sure.
Kim?
She's absolutely an expert.
And Ella, same questions?
My parents are Kurt and Missy Faye, and my plans are to go to Nyack to major in ag business and finance and finish at Iowa State.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, and I've been managing for 4 years.
4 years. Who trained you?
Megan.
Look at that. You know, that's when you become an expert. When you like learn
Sure,
something, and
we'll
as
say
soon as
that.
you train other people, you're the expert. Nice job. You are an expert stack board person.
Thanks. I don't know.
What are you guys going to miss most about baseball after this season is over?
The boys.
Yeah.
The relationships you grow with them. They're your second family during the summer.
They're all decent to you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure they are. Sure they are.
I bet some of them become like brothers a little bit, where you can kind of harass them a little bit.
Yep.
They give back.
How are you like working with your sister this year?
It's a bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
I
case you
got a
didn't
trainer.
know, Ella's sister, because I want to call her Alexis all the time, but I have to remind myself it's Alexa, is also one of this managers this year, first year.
Yep.
Who, by the way, has been your biggest inspiration in baseball? Or in life, if you want to go big picture. It's a big, deep question.
I want to say my brother.
Which one?
Ben.
Why?
I don't know. Him and I have always had a really close bond, and we've always done things together.
That's sweet.
That is very sweet. What about you, Miss Ella?
I don't know. I feel like that's a hard question.
It is a hard question. And it's okay. I don't mean to put you on the spot. That's all right. We can go to this. So these girls filled out the questionnaire as well, which is super fun. I don't understand this. Megan wrote for her funniest or favorite baseball memory is that this year when I told Mr. S I could put a jar of... Is something
Mr. S doesn't like pickles.
Okay.
And I told him that I was going to put a jar of open pickles in the crow's nest, and he didn't think it was very funny, but I thought it was hilarious.
What if you got one of those giant jars?
Yeah,
That'd
he'd
be
kill
sweet.
me. He would not be very happy.
That'd be hilarious. And then Ella, you said the oven mitt. Tell our viewers about the oven mitt.
So 2-3 years ago, I don't remember now. We were practicing in the elementary gym, and they found this like play kit oven mitt, and this was before everyone had the fancy sliding mitts. So they wore that around as a sliding mitt. It was kind of funny because most of them could only fit 3 fingers in it.
And I remember the first game they used that was at the Newman game.
Yes,
and
it was so fun.
And then they would pass it back, whoever made it home. It was super funny.
The mitt has been lost, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
that's
think
too
we
bad.
lost it at Nashua.
Aw. They probably have it.
They probably do.
That is sad.
That is sad.
Yeah. Can we talk about your most embarrassing thing ever that's happened? Or do you want me to skip that? From the looks on their faces, maybe we should skip that. Although it looks funny. All right. Okay. One of you put I won't name names for these 2 parts, but one of you put the funniest thing you've ever seen or heard is when Jace and Gus argue. What is that all about?
They just bicker like brothers.
Yeah.
About the dumbest stuff
yeah,
too.
It's kind of
Is it
ridiculous.
like a real argument?
No.
No, it's a
just-
joke. Yeah.
Yep.
And then what is the speed gun comment? Funniest thing you've ever seen or
So
heard?
like they took like a bunch of prime bottles and made like you know our pitch gun, speed gun out there.
Yeah.
They made one of those and just started using it in the dugout and making stuff up and just whatever they wanted the pitch to be, they just said it out loud and they just whatever they wanted it was.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. All right. I feel like we should probably get to our trivia game because these boys are going to want some music here.
Yes.
Is there anything else you want to add?
Where's the other paddle?
We
at
just
here?
want to say thank you so much for taking care of our boys all these years. You don't know how much we appreciate it because we know that you keep them in line and keep them organized. And when they forget stuff, you make sure that they get it. So thanks, girls. We're going to miss you very, 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 very much.
Smells like new
All right.
wood.
We're going to play a trivia game now. Kim, you want to talk about it?
Yes. So we're just going to answer a few questions, and then whoever gets the most right wins. You don't win anything, but you just win.
You win an Oreo from the other game, but not
yes.
one that's fallen on the ground, one that's
Right.
still been in the package.
I think the boys ate all the ones that fell on the ground.
Yeah.
They did not care.
All right, here we go.
So some of these are going to be pretty easy. What color are the goalposts in American football?
Whoever writes it first
My marker
and
doesn't
gets
work.
the answer. There's your marker.
That was pretty easy.
They both said yellow.
Yep. Okay, what term is used for the score of 0 in tennis? Good job, guys.
Gosh, they're tied.
Man, I'm going to have to go harder here.
I think so.
That was pretty easy. What color is an aircraft's black box?
We should probably say the answers so our viewers
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Black.
It's
They both got
actually orange.
Oh!
That one was tricky.
That's stupid.
Even tied, 2-2.
If you're in a race and you pass the person in second place, what place are you in? Wrong, you're in second place.
If you pass
the place.
They both said first place.
I know, it's tricky. Let's do a couple more here and then we'll be done. Who is known as the Great One in ice hockey? You guys may not even know who this is. Megan says, I don't know. Hockey player. Wayne Gretzky. Have you guys even ever heard of him? No.
No idea who that is.
And what sport is known as the beautiful game?
Oh, that's a nice one to end on.
It should be baseball, but it's actually soccer.
Oh,
That's so dumb.
I know, sorry.
That was a trick question,
It
I
really
think.
was.
Oh,
Thank you,
man.
ladies, for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much.
We're
And-
going to miss you next year.
Yes, we are. We might cry about it.
That's okay.
That's okay.
All right, we'll let you guys get your music on for these boys.
We wish you all the best in your future, girls.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. And we're going to head to a commercial break again to thank our amazing sponsors for all that they do so we can keep this Saints TV stream going. And then we'll be back with the varsity game, Central Springs versus St. Ansgar.
You know, that's what I heard. This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew
Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
Watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Saints TV's Be a Saint program is a community-driven initiative dedicated to spreading love and support to neighbours in need in St. Ansgar. By addressing a variety of needs, from financial aid to emotional support, it creates opportunities for individuals and organisations to make a meaningful difference. Every contribution, big or small, helps transform lives and fosters a culture of kindness and generosity. Together, we can create a brighter, more compassionate community. Visit givebutter.com/beasaint for more information, click the link in this video's description, or simply text Be a Saint to the number 53555. Thank you for being a saint.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider committed to you in North Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving butter.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
Every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
Thank you, Patterson Seed in St. Ansgar, for your generous contributions to Saints TV. For more information on how Patterson Seed can help you get higher yields, contact Mike Patterson at mike@pattersonseed.com.
The Mitchell County Substance Abuse Coalition creates awareness of the impact of substance abuse and encourages change through collaborative prevention efforts. MCSAC meets on the fourth Tuesday of each month at 4 p.m. at the Mitchell County Courthouse in Osage. We are looking for new members to join the coalition to work together to build healthy communities within Mitchell County.
Vaccinated not only protects one person from getting sick, but it also helps to prevent spreading the disease to others. Call Mitchell County Public Health at 641-832-3500 for all of your vaccination needs.
You know, the EJ has an app available to download in your App Store for free. We can't wait to hear how you like it. Search Enterprise Journal and look for our logo, you know the one, or scan the QR code below. It's so easy, even a child could do it.
The Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services proudly supports our Saints athletes. XK Beef and Freeman Welding for your generous contributions to keep this stream free to watch.
It's been a wonderful experience having our kids come to We Saints. Each child is taken care of like they're our own kids.
I'm really excited about the future for We Saints.
We're excited to get a grant for this expansion, and we'll be able to take 50 more children once our expansion is complete.
Our community has been incredibly supportive, whether it be from donations or people just banding together to help out with small projects.
The staff are friendly, the atmosphere is great, and there's a great daily structure.
Stacyville Kids Care is very important to the community because it helps bring in young families in the community, which in turn helps our small businesses and our community overall.
We are striving for greatness and pushing all the boundaries to be great.
We try to give every child what they need developmentally, emotionally, socially.
My favorite thing about bringing her to Kids Care has been the vocabulary that she brings home. I see this daycare not just daycare, I see it as like a little family.
My son comes home every day from daycare and he's learned something new, and his behaviors have improved since coming to Statesville Kids Care.
We're working on, simple skills to get them ready for preschool and kindergarten, like the ABCs, coloring, counting, typical things that you hope to see by the time that they're in preschool. The staff here at Statesville Kids Care is very, very nurturing. I've taken little bits and pieces from each of my experiences and tried to bring them all together to create a program that works for our kids.
She changed the building, repainted, and she made it a lot more clean. She brought new families in and got everyone excited about the upcoming new Statesville Kids Care.
The Bright Wheel app has been amazing. You get to kind of keep in touch with what your kids are doing throughout the day. We are really just focused on creating a safe, happy, and healthy environment for all the kids of Statesville and the surrounding communities. I could get pictures throughout the day of things that she's doing and videos, and it's just really awesome to be able to see exactly what they're doing.
It's a really fun environment. There's good people working here, and you can see all the happy kids all the time.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew
Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
Watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Saints TV's Be a Saint program is a community-driven initiative dedicated to spreading love and support to neighbours in need in St. Ansgar. By addressing a variety of needs, from financial aid to emotional support, it creates opportunities for individuals and organisations to make a meaningful difference. Every contribution, big or small, helps transform lives and fosters a culture of kindness and generosity. Together, we can create a brighter, more compassionate community. Visit givebutter.com/beasaint for more information. Click the link in this video's description or simply text Be a Saint to the number 53555. Thank you for being a saint.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider committed to you in North Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving butter.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
Every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
Thank you, Patterson Seed in St. Ansgar, for your generous contributions to Saints TV. For more information on how Patterson Seed can help you get higher yields, contact Mike Patterson at mike@pattersonseed.com.
The Mitchell County Substance Abuse Coalition creates awareness of the impact of substance abuse and encourages change through collaborative prevention efforts. MCSAC meets on the fourth Tuesday of each month at 4 p.m. at the Mitchell County Courthouse in Osage. We are looking for new members to join the coalition to work together to build healthy communities within Mitchell County.
Vaccinated not only protects one person from getting sick, but it also helps to prevent spreading the disease to others. Call Mitchell County Public Health at 641-832-3500 for all of your vaccination needs.
You know, the EJ has an app available to download in your App Store for free. We can't wait to hear how you like it. Search Enterprise Journal and look for our logo, you know the one, or scan the QR code below. It's so easy, even a child could do it.
The Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services proudly supports our Saints athletes. XK Beef and Freeman Welding for your generous contributions to keep this stream free to watch.
It's been a wonderful experience having our kids come to We Saints. Each child is taken care of like they're our own kids.
I'm really excited about the future for We Saints.
We're excited to get a grant for this expansion, and we'll be able to take 50 more children once our expansion is complete.
Our community has been incredibly supportive, whether it be from donations or people just banding together to help out with small projects.
The staff are friendly, the atmosphere is great, and there's a great daily structure. Stacyville Kids Care is very important to the community because it helps bring in young families in the community, which in turn helps our small businesses and our community overall.
We are striving for greatness and pushing all the boundaries to be great.
All right, starting lineups.
Playing shortstop, number 4, Lincoln Levan. Batting second, playing center field, number 2, Jameson Rothmeyer. Batting third and pitching, number 7, Eddie Bruin. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 9, Ryan Shimmick. Batting fifth and catching, number 12, Wenton Hogan. Batting sixth, designated hitter, number 23, Braylon Bull. And he'll be batting for the second baseman, number 15, Ryder Bailey. Batting seventh, playing right field, number 11, Jack Bruin. Batting eighth, playing third base, number 33, Joe Young. And batting ninth, playing left field, number 1, Truman Hogan. And now tonight's starting lineups for head coach Devin Schwesaw, assistant coaches Brian Meyer, Joe Beelan, Colin Kramer, Ryan Jensen, Carson Sparrow. Here are your St. Ansgar Saints. Leading off, playing third base, number 15, Gus Walk. Batting second, playing center field, number 16, Anthony Schnabel. Batting third and on the mound, number 5, Jace Schwesaw. Batting fourth, designated hitter, number 6, Riker Hoffman. And he'll be batting for the catcher, number 9, Seth Schatz. Batting fifth, playing left field, number 12, Colton Winia. Batting sixth, playing shortstop, number 25, Porter Schwesaw. Batting seventh, playing second base, number 4, Jackson Broom. Batting eighth, playing first base, number 11, Mason Beelan. And batting ninth, playing right field, number 20, Joe Clevenger. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I ask you to please stand. Gentlemen, please remove your hats as we honor our nation with the playing of our national anthem.
Well, guess what time it is, boys?
I think it's game time.
It is a game time. If you're just joining us, this is the varsity showdown between these St. Ansgar Saints as well as their conference rivals, the Central Springs Panthers. And with that, we're going to take a quick break here while Jace Schwesaw gets his arm rolling on the mound. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. All right. Here we are at Tradition Field here in St. Ansgar, Iowa. Take a look at that sign here, guys. When the wind comes from out of the east, is that clearly what's happening? I don't know. Maybe it looks like it's coming out of the south tonight, but get a nice little balloon effect down that. Looking pretty sharp here tonight.
Kind of thinking the wind maybe switched directions.
Kind of west-southwest now.
If you recognize those voices, well, then you recognize those voices. That's Fritzalicious, as well as a boy named Mo, and this is Candle Genius. You got us tonight, so if you don't like it, just turn it down. We'll bring you the game either way. Jace Suisa on the mound here for the Saints.
Comes into the ball, start the game up.
That's number 4, Lincoln Levan.
Whoa.
Wow.
Sharp line drive down third base line. Gus tried to put his glove up there, but not much he could do. That was a good line drive, so if it didn't jump right in his glove, he wasn't going to get it. So there we go. We got a base hit already, Kirby.
Base hit, yeah.
Up to bat, Central Springs freshman number 2, Jamison Rothmeyer. Jamison's got a 292 average with a 320 on-base percentage. He's hit 7 singles so far this year. No doubles or triples.
Jace takes a look over at first base. Keep that runner in check here. There he throws back after him.
Oh, wow.
Just missed him. I don't think he was ready to come back to first after he thought he was safe since he already looked at him once, but Jace, nope.
Dead ball. Saturday, Hampton Dumont didn't get any hits in that first game of the doubleheader. Riker Hoffman threw a no-hitter for us in that 11-0 win.
That's pretty sweet. They didn't have too many of the second game, I don't think,
no,
either,
they
did
only
they?
had a couple that game. Kind of a miserable day, cool and drizzling all time. But
Yep. And then it rained a little harder, and they called it a game at the bottom of the 5th with 1 out, maybe. Ooh. Oh, boy.
Tag him.
Did he tag him?
Well, that ball came out. I think he tossed it, didn't he?
Well, that's what I thought about. I heard Suisaw say good tag, and it's like, he didn't tag him. I didn't think so. That's an error.
Yeah, 2 on, nobody out.
Our first baseman.
Now batting the pitcher, number 7, Eddie Bruin.
Not the way the Saints wanted to start out this game, but runners on first and second. Good place for a double play. Tagging some bases and throw around. Down in the dirt for a ball.
If you're looking for pitch velocity, we have a special treat for you tonight. We like to call it the Debbie Cam. We were talking about little Debbie since last year. Well, we got Debbie Cam this year, so you want to know what the speed is of that? That one coming in at 74 miles per hour.
Look at that.
The little Debbie Cam coming in loud and clear for you.
Yep. There's a good pitch.
So you guys just let me know when you need to see it. We see something fast come through or whatever. Let's just take a look.
You got her at a touch of a button now.
Just at a touch of a button. Yep.
Nice.
We can hit her when we need to.
Modern marvels. There's a good strike.
82 mile per hour strike, my friend.
2-2.
Good place for a strikeout, I think. Yep. Check him out. Never know if you catch him sleeping. Jace checks the runner at second. Ooh.
If nothing else, keeps them a step closer.
Yep. Good stop there by Shots.
85 miles per hour.
85, says little Debbie.
This is sure a lot easier than leaning out the window with little
Yes.
Debbie in my hand.
Yeah. Oh, this is a little more OSHA approved than our last version. Toop, 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 toop. Good try.
Got one.
Fielder's choice there. Got the guy going to second.
I'm going to do a quick shout out to Brooks and Quinn just in case they're listening.
The first baseman, number 9, Ryan Shimmick.
And watching down in Iowa Falls. They might be at a ball game, though. Got to keep the rest of the grandkids are probably here playing or watching.
Brooks and Quinn, huh?
Yeah, that almost sounds like a singing duo.
Kind of does.
How many grandkids you got there, Curb?
Oh, I think 11.
11, you think?
It's hard to keep track.
Yeah, I know. You should.
more than 2 handfuls, you know.
Maybe someday somebody can teach you about math.
Yeah. Could use the strikeout here.
Yeah, we could. That'd be a great spot. Took the force out by getting that runner at second, but that's what you got to do. Got to get the out.
Couple in a row there at 83 miles per hour, according to our friend Little Debbie. She never lies.
No. There's a strike and a runner going to second.
It was 84 on that one. Don't listen to the 42 mile per hour you see on your screen.
I think that's strikeout number 100 on the year for the Saints pitchers in 11 games. So pretty easy to figure, 9 per game. And batting-wise, I think we've only struck out about 26 or 7 times.
That's pretty impressive.
Only a couple times a game.
Pretty impressive.
That's why some of our on-base percentage is so good that we're getting a lot of walks, and some of the teams have a little trouble fielding it now and then. Put the ball in play, you always got a chance.
Put her in play. That's the name of the game, you bet. So now Central Springs has guys on second and third. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Be a good spot. Get out of here now, Jace. But
nice little off-speed pitch there at 74 miles per hour.
Wind up. Ooh.
Number 12, ducking there.
He was ducking, but he didn't need to. That was a little better pitch than I thought he could have got rung up. Foul back. 2 balls and 2 strikes yet. Number 5 hitter for Central Springs. Boom, there it is. Way to get out of there, Jace. So Central Springs strands 2. Jace gets 2 strikeouts.
2 runners left on base.
And we're out of here after a half.
We'll be back with the bottom of 1 right after this. Score tied 0-0 after Central Springs.
So
go ahead, Kirby.
Did we win the softball or get beat?
Well, it was 10-7 in the 5th.
Oh.
We'll come back with an update on that one here. I'll check that out during this break. We'll be right back.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
Watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Saints TV's Be a Saint program.
All righty, Saints fans, we're back here. St. Ansgar versus Central Springs. Central Springs batted 5 in the first. We're now at the bottom of the first with our number one batter, Gus Walk. Gus is playing third for us today.
Mo's got all the unofficial stats for us.
Gus is hitting .321, .614 on base percentage, and he scored 16 runs.
There's a hit down third base. Yep, that's a 1 out.
Anthony's up next. He's leading the team with 17 runs scored.
Number 16, Anthony Schnabel.
Hitting .441 with a .585 on base percentage. That's why our on base percentage is so high, with a lot of walks and other teams booting the ball around.
Yep. Anthony gets under one, going down the third base foul line.
Trouble.
Good catch.
Nice
Looking
play.
into the sun. 2 outs.
Now in the pitcher, number 5, Jace Sweesaw.
Gotta get that pitcher to do a little pitching here once. Jace ended up with 21 pitches in the first inning. Not the kind of way we wanted the night to start for him.
That's correct.
Jace got a .632 on base percentage. Scored 14 runs. He's leading the team with 12 RBIs.
Oop.
Through 11 games.
Got beaned.
Well, there's another way to get on base.
Yep.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 6, Riker Hoffman.
Takes one for the team.
Daniel's running.
Daniel Sutcliffe.
Nope.
Nope.
No. Kane.
Megatron.
Courtesy running for the Saints, number 27, Kane Dietrich.
Kane Dietrich coming in to run.
Just an 8th grader. I'm really impressed with Kane this year. The kid's got speed. He's got smarts.
I got like 0 for 2 of either one of those, so no speed or smarts.
Yeah, but you got Debbie.
That's true.
Somehow.
That's something. So Riker Huffman up the bat. He's DHing tonight for Seth Schatz, who's catching. Coach Sweesaw's going through some signals there.
Riker's hitting .444 with a .759 on base percentage, 9 RBIs and 12 runs scored. And he's missed a couple games. He's got a bad wheel.
There goes Daniel.
Kane.
Excuse me.
That's all right.
See,
That's
Megatron messed me up. Talking in my ear, and she's giving me bad information.
I should be looking up how many bases this kid has stolen. I'm not sure. Varsity-wise versus JV versus JJV, what's the varsity stat says, but he's quick, man.
Yeah, he is. Oop. Good eye. We're going to have to.
Oh, you ready for a Debbie Cam?
Yep.
All right. You just let me know. Well, I'll let you know. Here we go. 71 miles per hour.
3-1 the count. 2 down. Number 4 hitter for the Saints, Riker. Takes a high strike. Full count.
Saints here, bottom 1, allow 0 runs in the first, in spite of putting a couple runners on early.
There's a nice base hit.
That's going to score a run.
Oh, man.
Kane trips and falls, slips and falls going around third base, but because of the bobbled snap in the outfield, is able to score in spite of the fall. Great job, heads up play.
And the left fielder, number 12, Colton Winia.
So Riker, or Huffman, Riker with that sore ankle. He gets on base and he'll get replaced already because
running for the Saints, number 14, Jay Trenton.
He's got to get a good base hit to get down the baseline. So, but good for him to be toughening it out. So,
JT Red, Saints freshman, number 14, running for Riker, who's DHing tonight.
So we just flip him around.
Colton Winia up to bat for the Saints. He's hitting .360 with a .629 on-base percentage with 7 RBIs and 8 runs scored. All these stats are unofficial. If you go on the Iowa High School Athletic Association website, check St. Ansgar. I'm sure they're different than what I have, but I've been to all the games, so.
They're unofficial, but who does not trust Kirby's longhand in arithmetic?
That's right.
Chat's open. If you dare not trust them, just say so.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we won't ban you. Kirby knows what he's doing.
He's been around the game, knows more. He's foul ball
Hold
back.
Hold up, base runner.
I like that about Jagger. He just puts his head down and he goes and he just waits till someone tells him to stop. If you're thinking you're seeing a lot of bugs on the screen, the good news is they're just kind of staying out there tonight, but there do seem to be a lot of bugs on the camera. Swing and a miss on the 68-mile-per-hour pitch.
Strikeout there to end the inning. Drop ball, so the catcher throws it to first.
One hit, 1 runner left on base.
So, with that, we're done with one.
We'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider committed to you in North Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Leadoff walk scores 70% of the time.
Leadoff walk scores 70% of the time. If you've been watching St. Steve, we've been talking about first batter in the inning, I think, is kind of what we've been talking about. But leadoff walk, that makes a lot of sense.
See, their first batter got a hit, but he didn't score. Attaboy. 0-2.
Up to bat, number 23, junior, Braylon Bull.
Now batting the right field.
I don't know what that was.
That was a battle cry from center field, I think.
We got one down.
Brings up number 11, lefty.
Right fielder.
Jack Pruin. He's hit 3 singles so far on the year. He's a senior with a 158 average and a 304 on-base percentage.
There's 5 strikes in a row.
Little Debbie says 79, guys.
Thank you, Debbie.
That one's tipped foul. .73 miles per hour there for Chase. 0-2 is the count with 1 out here in the top of the second inning.
8 strikes in a row. He's got 4 strikeouts in a row.
Third baseman, number 33, Joe Young.
Last 2 in the first inning, first 2 this inning.
We like it.
Yes, we do. 29 pitches in. I think he pitched, what did you say, 20-something the first inning?
Had 21 the first. Heating her up. Must not have been good and loose for that first inning.
Yep.
My goodness, 81 miles per hour, last 2 pitches. Not a strike. 85 miles per hour. As fast as we've seen him pitch today. Saw one earlier like
85,
that.
yep. Like to see that.
Hey, yo, Jake.
Come on, Jace. Full count.
Looked like curveball broke outside on that one. The batter didn't bite.
Ooh, walked him.
Had him 0-2.
Now batting the left fielder, number 1.
35 pitches for Jace. We'll be watching Jace's pitch count tonight. Ball low.
Number 9, Truman Hogan.
Big game on Friday night, another conference game, but we travel to Mason City Newman. There's a big strike. Always a barn burner when the Saints and the Newman Knights play. So
sure is.
Fans, that's your steal there. Advance the runner. We can use a lot of people in the stands on Friday night, so over in Mason City. So
number 9 hitter, 2-1's the count.
You guys out there looking to take your sweeties out for a little supper beforehand. Ooh, there's a base hit down left field line that could score a run.
They're going to hold him.
Going to hold him. Colton comes up throwing. Good job, Colton. So that was
number 9 hitter with the base hit.
Now we're shortstop, number 4, Lincoln Levan.
Back to the leadoff.
They were at 39 pitches. Sweesow's coming out to take a talk at the mound.
So we talked earlier about with the it's kind of a light week here for this varsity crew. It's been pretty busy, pretty hectic for the JJV team. They played a doubleheader yesterday here, another doubleheader this morning, and so they've already got 4 games in for the JJV team, which includes a lot of the varsity players. Man, I got to check my schedule. I think they play again on Thursday, but this varsity team just tonight and Friday night this week for conference games, and then Saturday they'll have another, they'll host another event on Saturday, which will include Key and Charles City in that one.
That's always a good little 3-team tournament here at St. Ansgar.
Yes, it is.
Well, with the pitch count, we keep Jace under 65, and he'll need 2 days rest. So we got Wednesday, Thursday, so he can go over 40. But I don't think we'll have him go too many over 40.
All right. So we got guys on the corners with 2 outs. And Jace checks the runner at first. He'd just soon throw the guy out and get out of here. Ooh. I'd check him, I think, one more time because.
Yeah, they're a little anxious earlier, weren't they?
Yep. Yeah.
Look at that.
No, he was a little gun shy that time. He was already coming back with a couple steps. Ooh. Good spot there. It's a ball.
The guy at bat has been doing pretty well as a freshman, 11 singles and a double so far this year. Batting .545 is Lincoln Levan with a .630 on-base percentage.
There we got a strike. Going to let the runner advance. Not a big deal. We still got 2 outs. We want to work on that batter. That's all we really care about right now. Plays at first base. Chase would just soon strike him out. Ooh. Foul ball. Ooh, right down third baseline. Wasn't fouled by much, was it, Kirby?
No, it was not.
No. His first at bat, it was down the left field line with the line
he
drive.
was, wasn't he? Yep.
So 85-mile-per-hour fastball. He's a little behind it like he was the first at-bat. 2-2 count.
Here you go, Jay.
Right here. Let's get out of here.
Come on, kid.
Little high, full count. Jace is going to come with the heater here. Put all he's got into this one. Nope. That guy now at second, he's had to slide back into base about 6 times here now. So
You caught him a little bit off at that time, it seemed like.
Ooh, another one down left field. What do you have for 85 again on that? So
he's pretty.
Jace is drilling 85 pretty consistently with his fastball tonight. So very impressive. Which is also why they're hitting them to left field into down left third baseline. So they're way behind on it.
Foul their back.
You see where Vroom is out there playing second base. He's on the other side of the bag there.
Yep. And Winnie is hugging that line pretty good on left field also.
Yeah, it feels like they don't expect him to hit it deep the way Winnie is playing up.
And that's with a left-handed pitcher up the bat also. There you go. Struck him out. Good job.
Well, that's 2 in a row. We left some runners on base. Allow 0 runs here. Central Springs 0.
Second inning, no runs, no hits, 2 runners left on base.
St. Ansgar leads 1-0 heading into the bottom of the second, coming up right after this message. Don't go anywhere. Crank the volume. These sponsors keep Saints TV free to watch.
Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free.
Up to bat, Porter the quarter.
Number 6 hitter for us. Porter's hitting .333 with a .444 on-base percentage. Has scored 9 runs and has 7 RBIs for the Saints.
Let's get this rolling, Porter.
We need to put up a few here.
Yeah. Porter defensively is at his shortstop spot, so I guess we've neglected to tell you our defensive stance, so we'll get that when they go back out in the field again. But
74 miles per hour, each of those last 2 pitches.
Ball low. Slow roller to second base, scoops it up for an out.
Now batting the second baseman, number 4, Jackson Vroom.
1 down for the Saints. Up next is Jackson Vroom, number 7 hitter. Jackson's playing second base tonight.
Infield grass, kind of thick and long. Slow that up quite a bit. Need somebody to shorten her up with the lawnmower.
Yeah, we're going to have to get Mr. Meyer and knock that down a notch or two. Good. That's nice grass. There's no doubt about that. It's good and full. Good eye there by Jackson. 2 balls and a strike. There, he got a good cut on that, baby. Going to right field. Right fielder. It burns him.
Wow.
Great cut. Get a stand-up double. Jackson, nice.
Did he hit the fence or was
Nope,
it short?
A little bit short. It was down the right field line. Probably 10 yards from foul, and that right fielder was chasing it down, but as he was chasing it towards the sideline, it kept going deeper and deeper and deeper. So,
great job of room on that one.
Number 8 hitter Mason Beeland. He's been on base, a .528 base
on
percentage,
base average.
7 RBIs and 11 runs scored.
Very good. Mason needs to do the same thing that
keep
Vroom
the ball
did.
moving. Get her in play.
Good eye there.
2-0.
Be a little choosier now. There he took a strike. Looked a little low. Still a strike, but just a low. It's not, and he wanted to go grab
72, 73 miles per hour here.
Foul ball or a high popper. That's going back to the pitcher. He can't. Does he see it? Yep. Okay. For an out. Sky high.
Now batting the right fielder, number 20, Joe Clevenger.
So that gives us 2 down. Number 9 batter, Joe Clevenger.
Got a .516 on base percentage. He's scored 9 runs and driven in 9 runs.
He could touch the old grass out there in the outfield. He loves to run, so. Good cut. Looks like we're going to maybe get another pinch runner here, or Vroom.
Number 3. Now you can talk about Daniel
Now
Sutcliffe.
I can say Sutcliffe's name, huh?
You got it.
All right. Daniel Sutcliffe coming in to run for Jackson Vroom. On second base, with 2 outs. Saints want to score with a base hit here. Daniel's the guy that can do it. So we still got Joe Clevenger in the old batter's box. 1 strike, 2 outs. Very important to get that run in here if we get a base hit. So
Hey, Joe. Come on, Joe Cleve.
checking him out. Fouled up behind the plate. And an out to the catcher. So 4 up for the Saints, 3 outs, and we're out of here after 2 innings. 0-0. No, excuse me.
1-0.
We got 1. I shouldn't be short selling us here. Jeepers creepers.
It's Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving butter.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
Every single job that we do either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
Central Springs Panthers.
Number 2 hitter is
got
number 2.
on an air, and he's first at bat.
One strike, 2 strikes. Big pitch here, Jace. Let's get him on 3 quick strikeout, 3 quick pitches. Oh, and he gets a
bleeder.
Yeah, bleeder out the left or right center for a base hit. Didn't get much of it, but he got enough to. What happens when he's Jace throwing 85 miles an hour? They can get the bat on the ball. It can just go out there by itself. So
that's all it takes, isn't it?
Yep.
Number 77, Eddie Pruin, a sophomore, pitching tonight. Lefty's got 11 singles and a double on the year.
Strike on him there. Yeah, and that base hit hurts when we had him down 0-2. And he just gets a bat on it, but that's what the game's about.
Pruin got on in the first inning on a fielder's choice. Ended up getting to second.
Good curveball there.
During the inning.
70 mile an hour.
Pruin with a 545 batting average, a 583 on base percentage.
He's done for. 1 down.
Strike number 3.
Ball's in the dirt, but runner on first, so he's automatically out.
Baseman, number 9, Ryan Shimmick.
One down to their number 4 hitter.
Struck out his first at bat.
68 miles per hour.
Good spot for a double play here. Be a big boost here for the morale for the Saints if they could do that. Get them fired up. We need a little spark to get them bats going. So,
yeah, it feels like it, doesn't it?
It does.
Pretty early in this one, top of third, but Saints score 1 run in the first inning. And
what did that have on there for speed?
That's all we have for score. 67 miles per hour.
That was great. Great off speed for them. They see one come in at 85, and then they see one at 67. That really messes them up. So there's
he's done.
Yep, and there's one at 79. Good strikeout there, Jace. That's how you mess with them.
Now batting the catcher, number 12, Winton Hogan.
Winton Hogan, a sophomore. 3 singles, 3 doubles so far on the year.
Central Springs has a runner on first with 2 outs.
Debbie says 65 on that. It's funny, it seems slow, but I don't think I could actually throw 65 miles.
Yeah. That was a beautiful. That pitch just dropped right in there for a strike. There we got one up high, third base foul line. Gus is over to the dugout, and he gets the out. Big hit. Big catch there for Gus. 4 up for Central Springs.
For the Panthers in the third inning, no runs on 1 hit, 1 runner left on base.
So after 2.5, it's still St. Ansgar 1, Central Springs 0.
We'll be back right after this message with the bottom of 30. So don't you dare leave that seat.
The Mitchell County Substance Abuse Coalition creates awareness of the impact of substance abuse and encourages change through collaborative prevention efforts. MCSAC meets on the 4th Tuesday of each month at 4 p.m. at the Mitchell County Courthouse in Osage. We are looking for new members to join the coalition to work together to build healthy communities within Mitchell County.
Vaccinated not only protects one person from getting sick, but it also helps to prevent spreading the disease to others. Call Mitchell County Public Health at 641-832-3500 for all of your vaccination needs.
You know, the EJ has an app available to download in your app store for free. We can't wait to hear how you like it. Search Enterprise Journal and look for our logo, you know the one, or scan the QR code below. It's so easy, even a child.
Yeah, Gus.
Third baseman number 15, Gus Walk, up to bat after making that big play to end the top of 3. We're here at the bottom of 3rd. Saints lead the Panthers 1-0.
Top of the order for the Saints. We need to put a few on the board here to help us out. Two and 0.
If you're out there listening, we're trying to get a softball update. They, with their mobile stream, we don't actually have a scoreboard for them, so we're trying to listen in. But if you know the girls' score, last we knew it was the bottom of 8, and it was tied at 10-10 in extra innings in Forest City.
3-0 the count.
Yeah, right down the middle for a strike, but that's all right.
Need a base runner.
Yep.
He's waiting for Meyer to get out there. I'm sure that's what's going
There
on.
it is.
And now that Meyer's there,
he can come on down. So Jace takes a walk.
Now batting the center fielder, number 16, Anthony Schnabel.
There you go, Schnabel.
Excuse me. I said
those things. Look at those gloves.
I had my book screwed up there, so I got to go back and pencil in Gus for a walk. What's the percentage of that leadoff batter gets a walk that he scores? Any guesses, Candle Genius?
My guess is somewhere 70 or better.
I think you are correct.
70%.
There goes Gus taking off to second base in head first for a safe steal.
These Panthers, second base and shortstop, seem to be doing a pretty good job out there in the dirt around second base.
Yeah.
Well, Gus is safe on that one, and that leaves Schnabel with a 1-0 count.
Ooh. I thought Gus was going to take off running to third. He might yet.
It gets to be a tough position, doesn't it? Because the third baseman's going to have to charge that. Shortstop is going to have to hustle over. You can't.
Yep.
Psychological game.
I think old Schnabel's going to square around if he bunts or not. I don't know, but oop, took a hit.
He'll just take a hit with a 70-mile-per-hour speedball. And we got 2 runners on base. What's the percentage when the first 2 runners get on base for free?
Kind of figured Schnabel was going to square up there just to see what that infield was going to do, and just what you were just talking about. If that third baseman has to come in a couple more steps, and that gives Gus a little more advantage about stealing third base. So, but they beat him, so all that didn't count. But
Jace Sweesaw thinks about it. That was a little kind of a short little thing. He choked way up on that.
Yeah,
Is
he
there
did.
a special name for that? Joel Carlson, thanks for the update. Softball score is 11-10. St. Ansgar's up.
Ooh, Mr. S.
In the bottom of 9. We'll drop that.
Bottom of 9, so
Saints up by
Forest
1.
City is last at bat.
You got it.
For the Saints girls.
Chase is leading the team in RBIs, so I wouldn't have him bunt. I'd have him swinging away.
I would be too, Kirby. I agree. But Mr. S does not agree, but we might get a base hit out of this thing.
Got him moved over.
Got a fielder.
Did his job.
Yep.
1 out, sacrifice bunt.
I was kind of watching the camera on that one. I assume the pitcher came in to cover home plate when the catcher moved up.
6, Riker Hoffman.
Otherwise, Gus would be in the dugout right now after scoring, right?
We got one out. Runners on second and third for the Saints. I got to believe we're going to see a bunt here again. I think Devin wants.
Riker put a dandy out there last time. If he could do that again, he'd score a couple.
No signals there from the third base coach, but I thought maybe he'd like to score a run here no matter what. But 1 ball, 1 strike. Riker Huffman, DH in tonight.
Got our only RBI so far of the game with the single in the first.
There, he's going to get a base hit out of this. Nope.
Nope.
Ooh.
We're sending him?
He flies out the center fielder. I thought maybe he would have.
The left fielder, number 12, Colton Winia.
Gus didn't get a good tag there, so I don't know if he was going to go or not, but he did not get a good tag.
I don't think he'd have made her. It was a pretty good throw to the
and a little
cutoff in the infield.
Yeah, it wasn't out there too far. Now we got to have a big hit here by Colton Winia.
Thank you, Joel Carlson. Softball final. St. Ansgar wins 11-0 versus the.
Not 11-0.
11-10. I'm sorry. There's a 0 in it, just not.
And to give you a little history on that, Saints gave Forest City 10 runs in the first inning.
Not 7.
7 in the first inning.
Yep, 7. They were down 0-7.
Down 0-7, come back and win it. What a great job. There's a hit up to the second baseman. Throws it to first for an out. Saints come up empty-handed again.
Ryder Balin doing a great job at second base tonight, just a sophomore, and that's going to end the third inning.
No runs, no hits, 2 runners left on base.
Saints still up 1-0 after 3.
Who was that to? 4-3. Thank you.
The Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services proudly supports our Saints athletes. SK Beef and Freeman Welding for your generous contributions to keep this stream free to watch.
It's been a wonderful experience having our kids come to We Saints. Each child is taken care of like they're our own kids.
I'm really excited about the future for We Saints.
We're excited to get a grant for this expansion, and we'll be able to take 50 more children once our expansion is complete.
Our community has been incredibly supportive, whether it be from donations or people just banding together to help out with small projects.
The staff are friendly, the atmosphere is great, and there's a great daily structure.
It's time up.
Top of the 4th here at Traditions Field. Jace is coming in at 60 pitches. We have to believe that he's going to throw 65 and come out, but that's our belief. We're not the coaching staff. Got a lazy fly ball to the second baseman. No! Joe Clev calls him off, and that was the right thing to do.
That was great communication and fantastic execution by your second baseman and your right fielder in that one.
Vroom could have had it, but he was still backpedaling, just getting to that grass line. And Joe Clev was right there, so.
It's easier to catch him coming in than it is backing up.
You got to believe that.
74 mile per hour on that off-speed pitch by Jace. We saw who's throwing pitch. Number 62 takes a look at the dugout.
I don't know what we got.
Oh, the umpire must got hit by that.
Yeah, must took one in the arm or shoulder.
Toughen up. Toughen up, Blue.
Oh, Kirby Moses, when he was back there, nothing affected him.
We used that big old pad.
Yeah.
It had more.
Yeah.
A lot more coverage.
You also had cat-like reflexes, so if it was coming somewhere, you would have bailed out anyway, so. Here we go. 1 out. Nice off-speed pitch there to start out this. Nope, 1-1. That's right. One in the dirt, but he got him swinging, so.
Pesky 66-mile-per-hour curve ball.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jason's at 64 pitches. I think he'd like to throw a heater right here, strike this guy out, and probably take a seat. Boom. Down the third baseline, foul ball. Ooh, and he's going to have to come out. So close.
No kidding.
So that's 65 pitches for Jace, which gives him, he needs 2 nights of rest. So that'll still get him back ready to play ball on Friday night, which we suspect. Then he'll pitch sometime Friday night.
3 1/3.
So looks like, what does it look like?
Well, it should look like Gus, I think. Unless they want to do something different. Throw Porter in there. Mason in there.
I thought maybe Mason was, yep.
Looks like Mason.
Looks like Mason.
Now pitching for the Saints, number 11, Mason Beelan.
Show him a little something different. Number 11, Saint sophomore Mason Beelan, lefty.
Yep, be nice to throw a lefty in there. So Mason will come off of first base. Ooh, Jason's got a first baseman's mitt on. Wow. I don't know if I've witnessed him playing first base before.
Jace pitched 3 1/3, 10 outs. He struck out 7 of the 10. Give up 3 hits.
7 strikeouts in 3 innings ain't bad. Candle Genius, have you seen Jace play first base?
I think I've seen Jace play about every position, at least on the infield, but I don't recall in a varsity game seeing number 5 play at first base.
Me neither. Pitcher, catcher.
Yeah, when he was younger, he did a lot of catching. I know.
He's an excellent catcher. Yeah, he's a very good catcher.
Gus did too. Did a lot of catching when he was younger, but.
Yep.
Seth Schatz does a good job back there.
Yeah,
for
he sure
us.
does.
Sure does. Yeah, I would have guessed. If I had to guess, I would have said, well, you throw Colton out there at first. He's got some fair amount of experience at first.
Okay.
But Coach Sweesaw knows a lot better than I do.
But then, yeah. Then who would we throw out in left field? That's not that we don't have guys, but not guys with varsity experience probably, with Reichert having an ankle down, so that probably Jace maybe got that by default because of that. So
yeah, this way no change of personnel, just move them around.
Move
batting
'em
order
around.
stays the same.
We might move them around again. Just say we did.
1 and 2 count.
1 out.
You got the advantage there, too. You got a lefty on the mound, and Jason's got a good glove, so if somebody does get to first base, there's a chance that there's a pickoff play.
There we go. Look at that. And Jace can catch the ball, too. So
Yes, he can. Hey, we're taking a look at the softball game here. It may be frozen up. If you missed it, the final Saints ladies win 11-10 in 9 innings in Forest City. Congratulations, Saints girls.
Number 9 hitter walked his first time up. Got around to third, but did not score.
actually, I think it's number 8 hitter.
Yeah, got to be number 8 because number 9 actually got a single.
What did I say, 9?
Number 9, yep. Oh. You're always trying to stretch the truth, Kirby. What? Okay. He's a fisherman by trade, so be nice to get a nice strikeout here.
64 miles per hour on that one.
3 balls. Mason needs to come back here now. Bear down. There it is. Token strike there with a 3-0 count. Now come back. Get a little confidence in him. Same spot.
There we go.
Same spot.
Same speed, same spot.
Might as well put it there again. 72 miles an hour.
Counts full.
Same spot. Ooh, must have been just a touch inside. Got a base on balls. Kirby, what batter we got up here?
Oh, now we're at number 9.
Ah, there you go. Very good.
Base hit. We haven't had a 1-2-3 inning yet tonight either.
We sure haven't.
From the mound. They're always getting somebody on base.
Is there any? Is there a stat out there that if the first batter gets walked and makes it to first base, is there a stat? Like, what are the chances that he'll score?
Let me check with our statistician. Here, just what? 70% chance.
70. That's a big number. Well, let's hope that this is one of the 30, right?
But this ain't the first guy.
We got 2 outs already.
Oh, my
goodness.
first guy. Yeah, I see. I saw the new pitcher, and my mind is just all kinds of
Heads up out
flustered.
the parking lot.
My.
She just about got nailed.
I'm not sure she didn't. Woo. We got, I shouldn't say she. It looks like she's okay, but I feel like it hit the backpack on her back.
Yeah, she's got a big baseball backpack going on there. 1 ball, 1 strikes count.
I'm glad you guys are here to keep me in line.
Yep. Well, we're all here to keep everybody in line, so. Ooh. Another foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes right here. Let's go, Mr. Beelan. Let's just shut him down. Absolutely. Ooh, got him. Yep, he got him. Half swung it, but that's enough to call her number 3. So good job, Mason.
69 mile per hour.
4 up for Central Springs after 3.5. St. Ansgar Saints 1. Central Springs Panthers 0.
Guys, don't leave. We're going to come right back here.
You bet.
Bottom of 4. This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
Watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Well, you know, it's funny. Here we are in the 4th inning, and it shows the top, but we're in the bottom. Let me refresh that scoreboard just in case there's something isn't right about that.
We got Porter Sweesaw leading off for us.
Takes one inside.
Grounded out to second in his first at bat.
Takes
2-0.
Takes one low, yep.
So far, 72, 73 miles per hour all night for the pitcher.
Yep, but I don't know what it is, but ooh.
Off the helmet.
Off the helmet. That's a walk. Hit by pitch if you're scoring at home.
Baseman number 4, Jackson Broom.
Need another one out to the fence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
Jackson had a double his first at plate.
Right fielder just took a couple more steps back and a couple more steps towards the foul line. So now it's time for Jackson to hit at the left field because there's a lot of grass there between the.
Deep as the right fielder is, we can't hit it over his head.
No.
If it goes over his head, it's going over the fence.
You can put a little English on it out there and make it roll to that corner.
And there's a lot of room there, too, with the first baseman. There goes the runner. But with the first baseman holding him on there, that was there's a lot of room between first base and that right fielder. But now we got there still is, even though now he's going to play back. But There goes Porter on second base.
2-0.
Saints are going to need to turn lights on here pretty quick. Not till we get up and pitch. There's a strike.
The diameter says 71 miles per hour on that. Still staying in that 72-degree range.
That was the one right there, Kirby. I think he could have pushed it to the left field. Outside strike, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There go. Ooh.
Oh, wow. That's trouble. You just can't count on that.
Right back to the pitcher. Pitcher just threw. He was actually kind of trying to defend himself, and it went right in his glove. Porter had Hot Wheels already. Can't fault him on that one.
Nope. No, there's nothing you can do about that. Hard hit ball directly to the pitcher. Felt like we were talking about fly paper, getting some fly paper in it. It felt like he had some in his glove. That thing just stuck.
Yeah, it did. And they say he didn't have an option outside of catching it, so that's a tough break for the Saints.
Yes, it is.
Oop. Sky high foul ball down right behind the dugout, going towards the concession stand. I think the ball wants. Ooh, look at the kids go.
If you want to know where the ball went,
yep.
Follow those kids. It's out the park. There it is. We got it.
And there's a big guy that got it. No kids. Oop. Strike 3. Catcher drops it.
Wow.
Ooh. Ooh.
Hey. Merry Christmas, Fritz Delicious.
Kirby, we all kind of said wow, so we'll leave that one alone. But
you know what? We weren't closest to the play. We can't pretend to know what was.
Speed of Mason Beelan got him on after the catcher dropped the ball. So let's make that hurt more.
Now batting for the Saints, the right fielder.
So number 27. Kid by the name of Kane Dietrich is in the run.
I'm going to back this camera up a little bit. Usually when Kane gets on the base, exciting things happen.
Yes, sir. And I'll guarantee he's not going to waste any time. Be nice if Joe here just kind of lets the pitch go. It kind of squares up a little bit.
Yeah. Get him to second.
There he goes. Good pitch out. Safe.
And that is hard to defend a kid who runs like that. Just an 8th grader.
Yep, and I say that was a perfect pitch too, because the catcher was already just about all the way stood up when he caught the ball, so he had a quick release. But Kane is just, like you say, fast. There he goes to third base. Safe. Ooh.
Great job by shortstop covering
nice
that
job.
up.
Yep.
Prevented a score there. Now the pitcher's got to watch himself here. He gets a pass ball on this one. Now it equals a run for the Saints. Pitcher catcher.
So there's that down angle we talk a lot about. The coaching staff talks about it a ton. The ball didn't go far. I mean, the ball was within a couple of feet of the catcher, but Kane got that first couple steps in early, and then he was gone. So
3-0 the count.
Joe better take 1 or 2 here. That gets us to the top of the order.
Wow. I'm not used to seeing a 3-0 next pitch be called not a strike. That doesn't happen very often.
Third baseman, number 15.
So the zone usually opens up pretty good on that. Back to the top of the order here.
So now I think we do the same thing. Gus kind of takes a pitch here.
Yeah, I'm sure
Joe
will be
steals.
going.
Yep. That puts 2 in scoring position.
Boy, that line drive double play sure hurts now.
Yeah, it did.
Look how far second base. Shorter playing off of the bag there. Joe could have walked there, I feel like.
Yeah. They weren't going to throw down.
Nope.
So there we go. The table's set. We got runners on second and third. 2 outs. Top of the order for the Saints.
And a sense of confidence coming from this dugout, if you can hear them in our ears, in your ears.
Pitcher takes a look, takes a break. Gus is back in the box. Ooh. A little outside. Gus didn't want it. He's got better pitches he can swing at. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ooh, ticked it. Just got it.
Oh, I was going to say, like, why is he not running right now?
Just, he didn't get much of it, but he got enough of it. So 1 ball, 2 strikes yet.
66 miles per hour on that.
Yeah, that's why he missed it. Good eye there, outside pitch, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 guys on base. There it is. Oh, yes,
baby,
there
yeah.
it is. Good base hit, left field. Scores 2. That's what you do.
Great job, Gus. I love the whole celebration at first. Hyping up the guys in the dugout.
I think the shortstop thought he had it for a second, and then all of a sudden it was like, nope, you don't have it.
The center fielder, number 16,
That's great hitting there by the senior. Gus Walk scores 2. Saints go up 3-0 here in the 4th inning with 2 outs. Number 2 batter, Anthony Schnabel, up the bat.
Yeah, the shortstop, just a freshman, Lincoln Levan, has been playing really solid all night. Felt like if anybody had a chance at that, it was just with his athleticism, he had a shot at it. But like you said,
yeah,
blows past them and 2-run score.
I was just going to say, Gus loves to steal too, so got to believe he's going to be running, but they're keeping an eye on him.
Dugout that was getting quiet earlier is livened up now, boys.
Oh, big hit. Schnabel tags one. Oh, hangs up in the air. Out number 3 to the right fielder.
Wind hung her up in the air for us.
Yes, it certainly did.
We got 1 hit, 2 runs.
So after 4, St. Ansgar leads Central Springs 3-0.
I wonder if their shortstop Levan has relatives here at St. Ansgar.
That's a good question. We'll be back right after this.
Saints TV's Be a Saint program is a community-driven initiative dedicated to spreading love and support to neighbours in need in St. Ansgar. By addressing a variety of needs, from financial aid to emotional support, it creates opportunities for individuals and organisations to make a meaningful difference. Every contribution, big or small, helps transform lives and fosters a culture of kindness and generosity. Together, we can create a brighter, more compassionate community. Visit givebutter.com/beasaint for more information, click the link in this video's description, or simply text Be a Saint to the number 53555. Thank you for being a saint.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider committed to you in North Iowa.
All right, here we go. We are back. Number 4 at bat. Just talked about him earlier. Playing shortstop tonight. Freshman Lincoln Levan, a .545 average, .630 on base percentage. He's number 1 in their order with 11 singles and a double coming into tonight.
There's our all-star first baseman, Jay Suisa.
All-star first baseman indeed.
He hasn't missed one yet.
Now batting the center fielder, number 2, Jamison Rothmeyer.
So Lincoln Levan, we found out, is an old St. Ansgar alumni's son. So welcome back to St. Ansgar, but 1 out.
Little Debbie says 67.
Keep pouring the strikes in, Mason.
Ooh. Joe Clev come up running. Got to go get that one. Get a Wem gem there, Joe Clev.
Now batting the pitcher, number 7, Eddie Bruin.
All right, we're with Rothmeyer on second base. That brings up sophomore Eddie Pruin pitching tonight.
Still got a good little wind out here, so I'm sure you guys hear it once in a while on our mouthpieces, our mics. That wind blowing. We're trying to control it, but you don't always beat Mother Nature.
No, you don't. You know, the good thing about that wind is I've seen there's some bugs out there, but we're not really being bothered by them.
Yeah, we had a lot of flies here the other night that were bothersome for us.
Wind's pretty much out of the southwest, so anything hitting the air will hang up there. It's not going to carry real well tonight.
That's exactly like you called for Schnabel's last one.
Yeah.
Just stuck right up there.
Not quite like Wrigley Field, probably, but.
No. Windy City, I hear that's in.
We don't have a big lake blowing off. Do we here?
No, I don't. Not that I see today, anyway.
Blowing off cornfield different than the Lake Michigan?
I think so. It's a good pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Number 3 hitter. There he goes. Got him. Strike. 2 outs.
Good job, Mason Beelan.
Mason's throwing well tonight.
Number 9, Ryan Shimmick.
Ryan Shimmick, a sophomore. He's hit 4 singles this year, no doubles or triples. 211 is his batting average.
Been up twice, struck out twice. Once swinging and once looking.
There you go.
Nice little idea there by Mason Beelan, trying to drop one in the zone.
So Mason Beelan coming in relief for Jace, throwing a nice game here.
I like showing him something a little different with Mason Beelan here after.
Absolutely. Little slapper to shortstop. Mr. Porter to Mr. Porter for number 3.
Sweetest we for number 3. Saints lead 3-0. Coming into the bottom of 5 right after this message from our friends at Focus Insurance.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Number 5, Chase Guisal.
Charles City was 15-0.
Here we are back. We got number 3 hitter up, Jay Suisal.
Heart of the order.
Playing first base right now.
Need to put a few more on the board.
Jace started out pitching, and Mason Beelan was on first, and them two did a swap-a-rooney. So Jace is getting his hand at first base tonight.
Kind of fun to see that.
Yep. All you got to do is catch it and throw it. So it don't matter where you're at on the field. So
early in the game, Eddie Pruin throwing 72, 73 consistently. Now it seems like we're throwing 70, 71. He's 70 pitches in.
Into the game, getting a little tired.
Yep.
Jace takes one down the middle on a 3-0 count, but that's all right. He digs back in on a 3-1 count. Ooh, that's the one I thought he was going to hammer.
Yeah,
on.
I thought so too.
Yeah. I don't know what it looked like to him, but it looked like a basketball to me coming in there. So that's good glove by the shortstop, but he throws off. Good try by Jace to get out of there, but nothing he could do about it.
Nice backhand by the shortstop.
Yeah, it was. He just hammered that. That was a
last
good
inning
cut.
when we scored those 2 runs.
Designated hitter number 6, Riker Hoffman.
We could have had 3 up, 3 down, but Mason struck out and got on base. And then there was a walk and then a hit. So 2 unearned runs last inning. Riker is 1 for 2, single and a fly out to center.
And that single was nice in the first inning.
Cut. Yeah,
Second inning.
First inning.
at-bat.
Scored Jace to get us on the board.
Oop, hit him. Takes a walk. Hit by a pitch.
So now if we pinch run for him, he will be done.
Oh, he only can do that twice? Ooh.
Yeah.
That's
seeing he's not pitching or catching.
So who do you think? Gavin Squire, maybe?
How much can you use a runner? Like let's say Kane, for example, he was the first one to come in, right?
Well, courtesy run, you can. That doesn't even count. Put it that way.
But you're not always running for the same guy. If you courtesy run, you can play
You're running
anybody.
for the pitcher or the catcher.
Yeah, but if you're a courtesy runner, let's say Kane, for example, can he run for either the pitcher or the catcher, like whoever the coach decides to put him in for?
And so that doesn't even count as playing. So say.
So here we go.
Well, he went in.
Kane Diedrich coming in here, but somebody else is going to have to play the field.
Well, no, Kane becomes a DH now.
Well, I shouldn't say that.
on.
Yeah, I didn't mean to play the field, but he's coming in for him now. But
Yeah.
doesn't mean he could get substituted out yet.
Yeah.
When it comes time to bat, I mean, I don't know what he's got for a stick.
But then
so when you become a pinch runner, then have entered the game. But a courtesy runner technically isn't even in the game. He just runs. So
in this case, he's replacing the DH position, correct?
Right.
He was a courtesy runner before. So now he's in the game as a pinch runner. And currently would be the DH. Say we get that far around this inning, but if we decide, say we pinch hit for Kane, then he would be out of the game because
he's already been in.
Yeah.
There he goes on to second base. Not a shot at. There he goes to third base. Yeah, there's no reason the catcher should have even thrown that ball because he was already on second base before he even threw it. So
stolen base and an E4. I think it probably should have been caught.
Probably.
The throw wasn't that bad.
No. But either way, it should not have been thrown.
Colton Winnie is up. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out and a grounder to second.
What do you do here, Fritz Delicious?
I think
we got fastest kid in the team probably on third base.
I think we're going to bunt him home.
I feel like that'd be appropriate, doesn't it?
Nothing happened there. I'm just thinking too with his. There he goes through, but without him.
If we hit the ball, he'll be going. Go on contact. You got one out, so make him throw you out at the plate.
Yep. like this there. Ooh, got a free one there, but good job by the catcher to stop that. And I was going to say, there's Seesaw showing him how he should have been taken off there, because it was like he was pretty soft on a secondary leadoff there off a third. So even if he wasn't going, he needs to make it look like he's.
Smart play by the pitcher.
Good thing the third baseman can't catch.
He was dead on arrival.
Although with that kid, you never know. He takes off for home, what's going to happen? But we definitely got lucky on that one.
Woo, baby. There's one down the middle on a 3-0, so that gives us 3-1.
I know Kane was part of the junior high track team this year for Mr. Hendrickson, and they broke a couple school records in some relays that I know Kane was involved in. I'm not sure which ones they were.
Yep. There's a base hit.
Oh, baby.
That a boy, Colton Winnie.
Boy, Colton.
That's what you do. Throw everything I talked about out the window and just go up there and get a base hit. Throw an RBI on there on top of it. So
number 25, Porter, Seesaw.
Saints get one more, makes it 4-0.
One out here in the bottom of 5. Porter the quarter up to bat.
0 for 1 on the night. Grounded to second. Got hit in the head last time up.
Yeah, a little bang off the old helmet. Colton Winnie has got some speed. There he goes to second base. Nice slide in.
Good job, Colton. I'd love to see that slide. You got to be sliding, boys.
Yep.
Colton, way to show him how it's done.
One out. Runner on second. There goes Colton to third base.
Wow.
He was running early.
Yes, he was.
Attaboy, Colton.
70 miles per hour on that pitch.
That's that track speed.
That might have been Colton's. Might have been reading Colton's speed instead of the pitch.
Yeah. Got to turn little Debbie around.
Same play, same result. A drop by the third baseman.
So
get the ball in play here, and we'll get another run on the board.
With one out.
Ooh, there was that bunt. Colton was running.
Well, I don't know what they teach at Central Springs, but it looked to me like he threw it right at his head.
Yeah.
Well, he saw Porter put the bat out and his head down as it was coming in.
Been watching too much TV where they square up, throw it at his head.
That's what Denny Sauls was saying.
That's what Denny was saying.
It's kind of his rule of thumb.
Yeah. I'm not sure where Denny learned that either, but little blooper. Second baseman for an out.
Well, we know what Jackson Vroom can do here.
And the second baseman, number 4, Jackson Vroom.
Push something out deep right.
Right.
And he hit that line shot that the pitcher caught.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was.
He can do that too, can he?
That was a
defend
killer.
myself. I better catch that.
Yeah. Plus, he had to reach down to the ground. I mean, that ball was a couple inches off the ground, so.
I was hoping it was a short hop, but.
Yep. One up the middle, and it stays up the middle. Attaboy.
Puts that baby right over the pitcher's mound this time.
Yeah.
Lets it take a nice bounce off there and finds himself safely at first while Colton finds his way home.
Great base hit, RBI. Saints 5, Central Spring Panthers 0.
All 5 runs are runs batted in tonight. Nothing scored on pass balls, wild pitches, errors.
Yeah, that's a little odd for us, ain't it?
Yeah. Catcher diving out and saving that one.
Yeah, he did.
Short lead here at first.
Another fly up here for Mason Flies out to the third baseman, out number 3.
Not bad, though. We'll take that. Saints score 2 here in the bottom of 5. Extend their lead to 5-0.
5th inning, 2 runs on 2 hits.
There we have it.
On base.
We're going to take a quick commercial break here while we get things in order for the top of 6. We'll be right back after this message from our friends at Wolds.
Mason.
All right, we're back. Number 12 up to bat, Winton Hogan.
Top of the 6th here. Saints are leading 5-0.
Number 5 hitter, he has struck out and hit a foul pop-up to Gus Walk at third. His 2 at bats.
Ooh.
Wow,
There he
looked pretty
ducked
good.
again. Looked like a strike, but
Ducking.
Yep. Mason Beelan on the mound, throwing the shots.
Two 2-0, the ump says.
Gus Walk on third, Porter Suisaw at short, Jackson Vroom at second, Jace Suisaw at first. I'll say that again. Jace Suisaw at first, Colton Winnie at left, Anthony Schnabel in center, and Joe Clevenger in right.
Seth Schatz behind the plate.
Again, recap that. Jace started out pitching, and Mason was on first, and them two switched around.
4-pitch walk.
Jace had to get on Amazon, and we had a drone drop down with a first baseman's mitt for him. So, what do they say, Candle Genius, about the first batter walk?
I may have dreamt this, but I feel like there's a 70% chance that that runner will score.
You maybe didn't dream it, but you might tonight because you've heard it a few times. So.
I should say this. There's a 30% chance that he won't.
There you go. We're going with the
that's how we do that. Oh, for those of you at home, you had to be here to see that. It happened so fast, the camera didn't even get there in time.
And not only was that a great throw, but it was a great tag, too, by a guy that's never played that spot before. So
Throw was right down at the bag, right where it needed to be.
That was.
That's one way to get that 30%.
Yep. Candle Genius called it. He said,
get him off the bag.
Ooh, there's a good rip there. Schnabel, there you go.
Straight out the center.
I'm gonna publicly apologize to Jason Mason. We'll be checking for that replay later. We did not see the play at first because it happened so fast. It was off the screen, but you guys did a great job on that one. Congratulations, fellas, for knowing how to play the game and executing with precision. 2 quick outs on this one.
Number 7 hitter struck out and grounded out to second. He's 0 for 2 on the night.
Been talking about their stats coming into this game kind of all night. He's hitting 158 with a 304 on-base percentage and 3 singles so far in the year. He's a senior, Jack Pruin.
Boy, those look good. He can't be missing by much.
No.
Swing the bat, batter.
Okay, you can't lead with that.
Attaboy.
Right on cue. 69 mile per hour from Mason Beeland.
Glenn,
We got a 2-2 count, 2 down. Nobody on. A little bit low. Full count.
I take a believer.
Punched her foul.
Right over the visitor's dugout.
Full count.
What's Chelsea Brum doing this summer?
There we go. Kirby, we got 3 up, 3 down.
3 up, 3 down. Took us 6 innings to do it, but that's okay.
That's all right. We'll take them when we can get them.
Well, of course, they did get a guy on, but
yeah, that's true.
Poor fella got picked off.
That's the power of the Beeland. Saints lead 5-0. Bottom of 6 coming up. Saints would like to get about 5 runs here real quick, wouldn't they?
Joe Clevenger and top of the order.
We'll be right back right after this message.
I'm just saying, I don't know the schedule.
All right, here we are, guys.
Here we are.
Bottom of, I said 5 because that's what's on my
Yep, they
board.
forgot
It's
to put a
6.
0 up there in the 6th, so we're at the bottom of the 6th. Joe Clevenger up the bat.
Of course, we have cheap help, so
Yep. Wonder what inning we're in on the scoreboard tonight there, Megatron. Any idea? Megatron is way on a different planet right now.
Well, my scoreboard online is off too, but hey, it's updated. These guys must be tuned and listening to us. We got
Joe Clevenger officially 0 for 1 on the night. Popped out to the catcher.
Megatron.
Walked and scored a run.
What inning we in?
Zach of all trades reaching out.
She
Hello,
still has
Canal
no
Genius.
clue
He
what I'm
says.
even talking about.
Hello, Zach of all trades.
I think Megatron is sound asleep.
Maybe she just wants to, you know.
Ooh. Low one called a strike.
That was a makeup call of some kind. That was
what there.
Oh, baby.
Oh, he
Right
drills
to
that
him.
thing.
Line shot to
Good
left.
cut.
Well,
One
left
away.
fielder there. The camera didn't get there in time for that one either. The left fielder was
running
right
that?
where he needed to be.
Who's running that camera tonight?
The camera's good. It's the speed of the game.
The speed kills, they say.
One of those things you got to be here if you really want to see these really
That's
speedy
right.
plays. We'll show you the slow stuff. If you want to see the exciting plays, get here.
Top of the order for the Saints.
Speaking of which, if you are enjoying watching this from home, scan that QR code in the lower right-hand corner. It costs $6 for those who are here.
Gus.
You can drop $6 in the bucket. 100% of it goes right back to Saints Athletic Fund. Go ahead, fellas.
Yeah, Gus is 1 for 2 on the night. Had a couple RBIs in the 4th inning.
Takes one inside.
2-0.
96 pitches in here for Eddie Pruitt.
97 pitches now.
You got it. He's pitching.
That's
He's
something.
kind of heating back up. He was kind of slowing down there, the 70-mile-per-hour range. Now he's kind of
feeling it again.
He's feeling it again.
Another nice shot to the shortstop, but he picks it up, fields it. 2 outs for the Saints.
All right, center fielder number 16, Anthony Schnabel.
All right there, Mr. Schnabel. What do you say? Coach is wanting to go on 2. Nice 2-out rally would be fun.
That would be kind of fun.
That would be kind of fun. Takes a strike. Not in Anthony Schnabel's wheelhouse. That's high and outside. Definitely not in his wheelhouse. 1-1's count. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Two balls and a strike. Little Debbie says 72 miles an hour.
Oh, baby.
2-2.
Well, we lost our Debbie cam out there, guys. I think we ran out of battery, perhaps. It happens. It happens. Actually, you know what?
She gets tired, too.
Probably my camera battery. So I'm afraid we've seen all we're going
there
to.
He's got
Debbie.
one out to the right fielder.
Another one.
And he parks under it. But again, that wind is holding it down. But it's nice to see Anthony's getting his swing back there.
Wind blowing out. That might have made her.
Yep.
So the Saints in the 6th.
3 up, 3 down for the
Nobody
Saints.
left on base.
Going to the top of the 7th. Saints need 3 outs, and we pack it in and go home.
And I'm sure Mason's going to try and finish her off for us. He's done a good job.
Mason's at 35 pitches.
For 2 2/3 innings.
Yeah. Efficient baseball.
Yeah.
We'll be right back after this with the 7th inning.
Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving butter.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
Number 8 hitter.
Hey, we're back.
He's been on twice, 2 walks.
Top of the 7th, Saints lead 5-0.
With a name like Joe Young. We talked about some famous names out here tonight. Famous-ish. Who could be famous names?
Kirby Moses is famous.
Kirby Moses, famous name.
Yep.
Fritzalicious, famous name.
Not so famous.
Joe Young.
Don't give him 3 walks on the night. Keep him off the base.
Come all the way back. 3-0 count. There's the first one.
Come on, batter. Swing the bat. That's what you're up there for.
Oh, baby.
Number 2. Now he might have to try swinging the bat.
Yeah.
Zach of all trades thinks that maybe it was the speed of the game that broke the board, that broke Little Debbie. Nothing breaks Little Debbie. She just decided to take a break.
Porter,
Try
the
to listen to
Porter.
Great play.
That's how you do that. Another nice.
Now batting the left fielder, number 1.
Yes, coach is screaming at the pitcher about doing such a nice job, and yes, Mason has done a great job coming in tonight. And like you say, that they get that left-hander up there, and they maybe ain't used to it, and especially after watching Jace throwing 85-mile-an-hour bullets at him.
I don't think we've had a air all night. Maybe a throw to third or something, but
sorry to bring it up, but
fielding-wise, both teams have been pretty good.
Mason had an error there on first base, I think.
Oh, early.
Knocked down his thunder, but he definitely made up for it. So we held him in check. Out number 2, fly ball left field.
Top of the order.
Goodness gracious.
1 for 3. Single strikeout and grounder to first, unassisted.
Just having all kinds of trouble with my scorebook today. Somebody keeps writing in the wrong spot. I believe it's me. Oop. Oop. Seth's got to take a little breather.
You know, we live close to each other. I could help you on how to keep book.
How to keep book?
If you want me to.
I appreciate the offer. I think it's still a little more of a lack of concentration.
Oh.
Kirby keeps the
kinda
best
like
book.
Mostly when I wasn't being taught by anybody was a lack of concentration. But we could maybe talk about it. You could refresh me some afternoon and stop by the garage for a little while. Seth looks like he's back at it.
2 down with a 1-0 count on the leadoff hitter.
Catchers take abuse.
They sure do take abuse. Seems like Seth has had his fair share of it this year.
Yes, he has. Here we go. A couple practice shots there and a couple practice shots to shots. What do we got? 1 ball.
1 ball, no strikes. 2 down. Take a little pop up here and send us home.
That's right. Two balls.
For those not familiar with high school, these are 7-inning games, not what you're used to seeing if you're watching the Twins play, for example. And if you miss the update, Saints ladies go down 0-7. Allow 7 runs in the first inning and end up winning that one 11-10 in 10 innings. Ay, that's a lot of softball.
There's a good pitch.
I thought he called it a strike.
I definitely thought it was a strike, but I guess we're going to give him a base on balls.
Center fielder number 2, Jameson Rothmeyer.
So, still got 2 outs here. Central Springs puts 1 guy on.
This guy's got a couple hits on the night. He's 2 for 3.
Eddie Prune hits a lot of singles. I got that wrong. That's not Eddie Prune. That's Jameson Rothmeyer. He hits not quite as many singles as Prune, but he's hit 7 coming into tonight.
Base runner might stay kind of close, seeing they were picked off. There we go.
There it is.
Mason Beelan for the win. Saints win 5-0.
50 pitches for Mason. And he pitched 3 2/3. Pretty efficient on the mound.
Yes, great job. great job.
Stats for tonight's game for the Panthers. No runs on
I wouldn't say Jace struggled, but Jace didn't have his A game tonight. But Mason should come in and took care of business. So.
Saints' next game will be Friday night when they travel to Mason City, take on the Newman Catholic Knights.
But it's nice some nights when you don't have your best night that you still can
shut them out, shut them down.
Exactly. So Saints did their job tonight. Remember, everybody, we got next game for the Saints is going to be on the road at Mason City Newman.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out
So
tonight.
come on out, come on down to Newman Friday night.
On Saturday. Good night, everybody.
Get a lot of fans in the stands. Be loud. Help these guys out a little bit.
And then we're back here Saturday morning. Key High and Charles City. I think the order of the game's 10 o'clock is St. Ansgar and Charles City, and then it'll be Charles City and Key High and St. Ansgar will finish off the day.
Sounds good.
Games will be about 10 and noon and 2 approximately. Of course, those second, third games could be a little late depending on how the scoring goes and quickness of the game. So
that'll give you time to have a hot dog, a hamburger at the concession stand while you're waiting for the next game.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, so thanks for joining us here tonight. Obviously, big game, as you guys mentioned, at Newman. And that's actually a more typical conference game. The girls playing away while we're playing this conference game here is not normal. Just some schedule, whatever. They had to make some adjustments. But that should be a pretty big night at Newman. There's going to be girls softball. There'll be boys baseball. And we sure would love to hear you cheering at those games. If not,
absolutely.
There's Saints TV for that. Thank you, Kirby Moses.
Hey,
thank you, Fritz Alicious.
Nice helping out again.
Good to have you. Always good to have you.
Always.
And Candle Genius signing off. We'll see you Friday night.
Ta-ta.